Yo, yo, yo. Cheers, Raider Nation. What's going down, baby? Who's out there at 3 o'clock on the West Coast? What's going down? Internet was down, yo, so seeing how this been a while, man, since I've done a live stream, dude. It's been a while. Raider Nation, what is going down, baby? What is going down, dude? What's up? I see 3 hopping in the chat. What's going down, dude? Draft talk. It's been a minute. What up, dude? What up, Collie? What's going down, baby? How we feeling on this? Who is getting pumped up, dude? Yo, what's up, Kings Only? What's going down, dude? It's been a minute. Hey, it's been like probably a year since I've done a live stream on this channel, man. I've been collabing with everybody, and I know you guys check those out. So what's up, buddy? What's going down, man? Thursday night, it's going down, dude. I'm excited. I actually worked today. That was a great thing. Crushing this 8.5er, man, right here. Getting the day. Denzel Mims, all right, cool. He's a fighter, man. He fights for position, man. That's what I like about Mims. But I'm thinking second round, maybe, man. What are you thinking? You thinking first round? How we feeling on Mims, man? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. And hell yeah, man. It's going to be one of the better drafts I've ever seen, man. It's going to be one of the better drafts I've ever seen in, gosh. Last year's draft was great, but this year's draft, man, I mean, and some people are trying to downplay it like, oh, it's just like any other draft, but this is a deep draft, man. I mean, you look at playmakers going all the way to the 5th, 6th round, man. You could ride on. Shout out to the IE, baby. That's what I'm saying, man. I got back to work today. It was beautiful. I worked a half day. I hadn't worked in 3 weeks, man. It felt great. But I'm glad you guys are checking it out, man, saying what's up. I'm warming up here on the live stream. It's been a minute, man, since most of the time I'm on Hardcore's channel or MoJoe. And so, yeah, man, it's been a minute since I've done this on my channel, man. We've done long ones, man. We've done like 3-hour live streams, dude. And, you know, MoJoe, he took it 8 hours, man. He's elevated, you know, he's raised the bar, I should say, you know, on that regard. But yeah, no, man, I want our sunshine back. That's what I want, man. I want our sunshine back and just, dude, the rain, I've had enough of that. And dude, I'm a Cali dude. And yeah, man, I'm excited for not only some sunshine, but man, Thursday, man, it's going to be a nice day. Yes, I'm looking forward to this, dude. And a live stream, dude. I mean, so you got Denzel Mims going in the first round, dude. I'm high on Mims. He's in my top 5 as far as receivers go. But man, this is a stacked draft, man. I don't know if you guys caught yesterday's show, man. I mean, there's some players, man. Yes. And dude, it's these programs, man. I mean, you got these schools in the SEC, man. They're just really, they're getting players ready for the pros, man. And not only that, but I've said this before, Wisconsin, man, the offensive line that they had last year, the year before that, but this year, man, they got some good offensive linemen. And we saw the result last year, man, with Alec Ingold, dude, as a fullback, man. He's one of the better blocking fullbacks in the league. And it's insane, dude. But I can't wait, man. I'm looking forward, man. It's just going to be like getting that playmaker, man. That's what's going to make me excited is getting that playmaker tapped in, you know what I mean? Like that go-to wide receiver, man. And there's plenty of them in this. Yeah, it is, man. That's why I'm a little jittery today, dude. Man, it was like, I always start off, dude, today was a great day, man, because I started off at 4 a.m., right? So I'm up at 4 a.m., you know what I mean? I'm like, that's my normal routine, up early. So I got up early, you know, got the coffee going, dude, about 3 cups of coffee in, get to the customer this morning, a cup of coffee right off the bat. And I was like, dude, you know what? When I get home, man, I'm popping off a live stream. I was going to work on another video, but dude, I was like, you know what? Let's just jump on here. Let's do a live stream, dude. Chat it up, man, because it's hard for me to type on like Twitter and stuff, man. I get real, you know, I talk fast, so I type fast, man. So I don't know. It's just better to get on here, say what's up. And yeah, man, I like that combination, you know, Judy and Terrell. One thing about Terrell though, man, I think he might be a second rounder. What do you think, man? I mean, because this draft, I mean, I'm looking at these corners, man, and like, you know, like, you got Christian Fulton, man. He's going to probably go in the first round. You got homeboy Jeffrey Okudah, man, from Ohio State. Probably going to go definitely top 5, top 10. And then you got CJ Henderson, man. That's 3 corners right there. Plus, you got all these offensive linemen. We don't know with quarterback. It could be 4 quarterbacks maybe taken in the first round. Offensive line, you know, we know for sure probably 6 tackles are going to go. But then you got the center out of Michigan, dude. So, like, Cesar Ruiz, man, you know, so, like, you got probably, 7, 8 maybe offensive linemen they're going to go in the draft. And one thing that I've been kind of going off of, let me see, I got my draft sheet here. Well, I got my board, dude, and I got my board going, dude, and but that's in a league that I was in with 32 players, and not only that, but you know, there's 32 participants, man. So each individual's assigned to a team. I had the Colts, and we're all thinking for those teams and drafting for those teams, and it's a competitive league, so it shook out pretty realistic, but yeah, and I like Terrell a lot. He's on my mock. I got him in the second round. And hold on, let me get Cody caught up real quick right here. So, okay, dude, now the draft. The NFL draft starts Thursday at 5 p.m. That's the first round. The next day, I think it starts at 4 p.m. on Friday. That's for the mid-rounds, round 2 and 3. And then on Saturday, usually it starts at like 10 a.m., I think. I didn't check, but it's like usually 10 a.m. So check this out. The thing is but Thursday, we're doing a live stream, man, on MoJoe's Podshow. I'm going to be on there with Murph, Swag Jeff, MoJoe. So it's going to be a good time, man. So, you know, but yeah, man, as far as Mike Mayock loving Terrell, man, definitely, dude. Here's my thing with him slipping into the second round. The reason saying is because I felt Trayvon Mullen, man, was a bigger prospect coming out last year, and he slipped in the second round. And all that, we saw Greedy Williams, who was a projected first rounder. He slipped into the second round last year. So, that's why I got him rated right where I think he might fall. I mean, he might go in the first round, but yeah, man, I do think he is your, you know, alpha mentality. I also have Kenneth Murray down as your alpha dog, man. You want more alpha, you know, male, I should say, you know, leaders, you know, because check this out, dude. You got Jonathan Abram, man. He's a natural alpha on the field. But at the same time, you got to have other leaders around him, man, to keep him in check to a certain degree. But I am all about Jonathan Abram and what he brings to the table. I mean, if he hits a guy late in practice, I'm cool with stuff like that, dude. That's setting a standard, man, for the game of football. You know, it's kind of like I'm old school, man. I grew up throughout the 80s, you know, played, you know, my high school days, you know, late 80s into the 90s. And, dude, like, it was a you know, I don't know, they just taught us to be mean and freaking intimidating, dude, and hit late and shit like that. And, you know, I just remember practice, like, hey, I don't care if that's your friend, dude. You know what I mean? You freaking clean his clock when he tries to freaking catch the ball up the middle, you know? So yeah, man, I love that alpha mentality. I'm big on that. But yeah, dude, I can't wait, dude. And we missed out on a whole year, dude. And here's the thing, man. Here's what I'm bummed out about, man, is I had like 140 videos up on this channel, dude. And with all these new COPPA laws and everything that went down last year, it kind of got me thinking, overthinking, I should say, man. And I was worried about violating YouTube's policies and all that. So I deleted about 140 videos, dude. But I had a freaking badass. I felt like it was a good video on Jonathan Abram, dude. It was more of the mentality that he brings. Because there's video of him in scrimmages, dude. Like when he was with Mississippi State. And I don't know if you saw that video where he kills Beanie Braswell, man, the running back. He was like a running back in a scrimmage, dude. I don't even think he ended up making the team, but he absolutely killed him in a practice. And they had to stop the practice, dude, because dude couldn't stand up straight after that hit, man. And so I love when players bring that to the table. I'm big on that stuff. But, you know, getting like another guy, like a Kenneth Murray, any kind of leader in that locker room, you know what I mean, on the field, I should say, to, you know, that way it kind of evens it out a little bit. You know what I mean? Just that more football IQ, I should say. Not to say Abram doesn't have a football IQ. What I'm saying is that have that other guy that's going to hold him back a little, because I can see Abram. He's scrappy, man. And last year in what was that fucking Hard Knocks, dude? When in Hard Knocks, that was freaking, he was showing his intent, and his intent is to freaking send a message, man. And so I can't wait, man. I cannot wait to see that translate on the field, because we just can't be nice about this, man. I mean, the Chiefs just won a Super Bowl. We saw the Broncos win a Super Bowl in 2015. So two AFC West teams are two AFC West teams winning that title, man. It's our turn, man. We can't be nice no more about it. And you know what I mean? So I'm really all about, you know, that relentless, what should I say? That relentless demeanor, man. What's up, dude? What's up, MoJoe, man? What's going down, dude? Just got off work. My first day working in like 3 weeks, dude. So we're cracking a nice 8.5er right here, Stone Brew, and getting warmed up, dude. It's been a minute since I've done a live stream on this channel, dude. About a year, I think. Aside from, you know, like collabing with everybody and jumping on the streams, dude. But yeah, no. So I'm just like, you know what, man? I'm going to jump in here today and just say what's up, bro. Hell yeah. I'm glad you're digging it, dude. I hope it's entertaining. It's been a minute, dude. I used to, before the YouTube you had to have 1,000 subscribers to do like shit from your phone. I was like, dude, I was having fun with this thing, dude. I was in Vegas with my phone, dude, usually live streaming, dude. And then, you know, and then I just kind of like, I don't know, it's been a minute, dude. I've been kind of focused more on collabing with other channels and you know, having fun, man. Just getting, you know, getting back in, you know, just right here, man. Just like, you know, conversating with you guys. Yes, that's the key, man. It felt good, dude, to get out there, man. I mean, I know it's like crazy you outside and like everybody's wearing a mask, you know, but definitely, I definitely take, you know, health seriously. That's for sure. I'm always big on safety. You know, I used to do HVAC before, you know, a few years back, I was doing HVAC was one of the trades I was in. So I was always working in attics, you know, around some pretty nasty stuff. So I typically wore a mask, you know, and stuff like that. But, you know, today I didn't wear my mask. I'm still very cautious of the health, but I'm kind of growing confidence that, you know, things are going to get back into order, man. And like, so, but I'm antsy, dude. I really want to get back to work, man. And, the phone started ringing, man. So it's starting to slowly come back, man. I've been talking with everybody, you know, like, you know, I got some buddies that still do plumbing and stuff. So they're still working on jobs and stuff. So that's good, man. But yeah, number one, you know, yeah, man, I've been in this house way too long. I had to get out today and it was good, man. I actually had a reason to go out and, you know, get a half day in, that's for sure. A little coffeeed out in the morning, but yeah, dude. But man, so who you thinking MoJoe in the first round, bro? You got some players pegged in, dude, on, like, you know, because man, I mean, you know me, man, I'm high on Ruggs, man. I love CeeDee Lamb. I like all these wide receivers, man. But like, you know, Ruggs, man, I'm just big on the kid, dude. It's more so that his demeanor, man. His, you know, he just seems like a focused young man, dude. Like he's ready for business. I know he doesn't have all those production numbers, and so that's why he might get looked past here and there. But it just seems like right now that wide receiver. You know, the energy is building up for the wide receiver position, man. The energy is building up. Like you got the rumor with Denver trying to trade in the top 10, San Francisco, they're trying to bundle up some picks and move up. So it's one of those situations, man, right now where you got teams that are willing and dealing. And man, and one thing I don't want to see, because it's kind of bit us a few times, is San Francisco picking in front of us. That's kind of screwed us over the last few years. You know what I mean? Like, you know, they happened to get that number 2 overall pick last year. You know, and based on strength of schedule. And then last year, the year before that, they get Matt McGlinchey. You know, they happen to get us on a coin flip, you know, which kind of, you know, not that Colton Miller, it screwed us over with Colton Miller, but I'm just saying that, you know, it'd be nice if they're not picking in front of us. So wide receiver at 12. Yep, I agree, dude. Yep. And it's hard, yeah, because if one of those corners are sitting there, you're going to probably want to jump on a corner. Yeah, and you know what I think, man, even though I have them trading back 19, I did that more for fun because I have a lot of second round picks. So when my mock, you know, a lot of that's for fun, you know what I mean? And what I want to do is put something in perspective so that way we can get a gauge, you know, how these second rounders look, because there's so much talent in the second round. But I truly, I agree, dude. What it is I think Mike Mayock values first round picks. I think he really showed that last year with 3 first round picks. He took all players at their designated slot right there that they were picking. They didn't trade back at all in the first round. Now, second round, that's when he started to work those trades into play, man. And he man, and that was another thing. I actually went off those trades in my draft to make it seem as realistic and whatnot, just having fun, for the most part. And like I said, most of the stuff like player comparisons, draft predictions, free agent predictions, this is fun stuff. I enjoy this stuff. Back in the day, they used to frown on it like, oh, you can't compare another player to that player or whatever, but this is what's evolved, and this is fun. I've always enjoyed it, man. So let's see here. I would love to see us trade down both picks and trade up for Mims, Terrell. Yeah, man, I like Mims. I like Mims. Now, one thing about him, though, he's not fully polished yet, though. That's just what I see. I mean, I see a fighter off the line. I do have him in the top 5. He's going to fight for the football. The only concern I have with him is the offensive pass interference, because they are calling that more in the NFL. But other than that, man, Mims is an upside wide receiver that he's going to go up there and fight for the football, man. And there's quite a, this draft is so deep, man. There's another bigger receiver too, Brian Edwards, man, from South Carolina. That dude really caught my eye the last few weeks, man. He's wide receiver from South Carolina. He's 6'3", 210 pounds. It's crazy. They got his weight fluctuated because some have him weighing like at 225. Yes. Yep. And that's exactly what we're looking for, dude. Like, you want sticky hands, bro. The receiver that with good footwork too, man, because, sometimes, like wide receivers, I think I talked about this yesterday, man, was, wide receivers like Amari Cooper. I was in his corner as he was wearing silver and black and all that, man. And I did videos on him. But one thing I would constantly point out is he's a wide receiver that needs to have space. He needs space on the field, and you got to put him in space that you can create a big play with in your game plan with him. And that's what Dallas has pretty much done. But yeah, man, Edwards is crazy. I love him, man. I don't know. It's like him, Courtney Davis. I mean, there's some wide receivers, man, that it's just, I'm just curious as to what's going to unfold, and what Mike Mayock's thinking, man, because it's only his second year. And as a general manager, I'm just curious. And we don't get that we don't get that draft analyst anymore on NFL Network. And you really see the difference, man, because I miss Mayock. And as much as I love him as a Raider, I miss him at NFL Network, man, because the analysis just isn't the same, I mean, and I'm a big fan of Daniel Jeremiah as well. And I pretty much agreed with everything that Daniel Jeremiah said this offseason for the most part. Everything's lined up for him. He's the next up and comer, but yeah, man, no, absolutely, dude. One thing though, man, you guys, I need help, man, right here, man. I need help. Freaking safety, dude. I'm like, usually I have all these safeties I like, but I'm stuck, man, in like the 5th round. Like, I mean, what do you do, dude? Do you go with Tanner Muse? Do you go with Tanner Muse, or do you go with what do you call it? What's his name from Georgia, dude? J.R. Reed, man. I love that kid too, man. So it's like, and then you got the kid Jordan Fuller from Ohio State. That dude's a beast. 6'3", like 210, runs a 4.5 40. These safeties, man, because we really do need to get a safety. In my opinion, another safety that's going to be. I know, and there is a lot of height. The only concern I have with Muse is he's built as a linebacker to a certain degree, but the crazy thing about him, man, is he runs a 4.4 40, dude, and it's like you don't want to look past him, but at the same time, you don't want to buy into the hype. So I'm stuck. But Reed is solid. I don't even know why Reed is ranked in the 5th round. I love Reed, man. I drafted him in our draft league. I was drafting for the Colts. I got him. When did I get him? Let me see here. I got him in the 5th round with pick number 160. And then one thing I saw that got me kind of excited on Twitter, man, I saw a dude post Shaquille Quarterman, the linebacker from Miami. I'm a big fan of that dude, but I might have reached on him in my draft. I took him in the 4th round, but that dude probably they're saying is going to be a 5th rounder, and that's another steal linebacker right there if you're drafting linebacker late in this draft. But yeah, man, this safety class. And then another thing is Grant Delpit, man. Help me out with him, man, because I've watched a lot of film because I did have somebody in the comments, man. Shout out to it was a great comment, great conversation, and we had a great dialogue, man, going back and forth on Raider needs, and just a slight overall an agreement, but a slight disagreement on Delpit, because for some reason I'm not sold on him yet. I don't want to doubt him. I don't want to look past him, but at the same time, give me your thoughts on Delpit, man, because I know for sure he's definitely valued 2nd round, and higher, but I just don't have him in my 1st round. He actually goes number 34 overall in my official board, man. And I did a full 255 player board. And I did it probably the hard way, you know what I mean, on a fucking Excel spreadsheet. But man, you know, I mean, it really did. It fried my brain doing that board, man. I did like 3 of them. And but yeah, man, Delpit is one. I have him at pick number 34, and I did a lot. There you go. Okay, I like that. I like because that's how I'm not saying he's soft, man, but I'm just saying like I just haven't. You know, Derwin James is one that stood out. Mika Fitzpatrick, they stood out to me. But Delpit is just I'm rewatching film, and I'm just not. I haven't completely bought in yet, is what I'm saying. So, not that I'm doubting the kid, because you just never know in the NFL draft. But there are some players that just really stand out, man. Like Jordan Fuller, Ohio State, stood out to me. You know, J.R. Reed stands out, you know, at an NFL, you know, coming into this league at the NFL and playing at an NFL level. And we know Mac's going to find these guys, man. We got Hunter Renfrow in the 5th round, dude. Hunter Renfrow is going to be an 1,000-yard receiver next year. I'd say this right now, man. Hunter Renfrow is going to be probably a 1,000-yard wide receiver next year coming out of the slot, man. What's good, Fred? What's going down, bro? Feeling it, bro. We're 8.5er, dude. Worked a half day. We're dialing it up, dude. You know, it's been a minute since we've done a live stream, bro. So cheers. I'm glad you made it, brother. And yeah, man, hope you're doing well. Hope the family's doing well, man. Yes, and yeah, I'm correct. Yep. Winfield is the top safety in this draft. I have him rated. I think I have him going before. Nope, I have Xavier McKinney going before him, but Winfield is going in the 1st round in my mock draft. Yep, and I did look at him as the top safety. I just gave McKinney the slight edge, you know, because he is a hitter, man, and I like hitters too. So, but yeah, man, I'm excited, man. For every year, I'm excited for the draft, man. Every year. You know, I'm excited for the draft. Ever since the Raiders drafted Tim Brown, I've been excited for the draft, man. I remember, hey, dude, I'll tell you guys some old stories, dude. What's good, brother? What's good, Raider Jesse? What's going down? It's a Tuesday, baby. I thought it was Wednesday today. I was a day ahead of myself, you know, and that's not my fault. That's because I got a message, a DM, you know, like, hey, man, happy hump day. And I was like, yo, is it real hump? What? Like, what? But anyway, yo, dude, check this out, man. Going back to the draft, check this out. So Tim Brown, you know, drafted by the Raiders back in the day. Remember Rocket Ismail? Then shortly after that, Rocket Ismail, man, he was the big stud running back. He was playing running back before he was even a wide receiver. They converted him to wide receiver in the NFL. But I used to ride my bike to the card shop back then, dude. Like excited, like knowing that freaking that Rocket Ismail was going to be drafted by Al Davis. You just knew that was coming, man. And I used to go to the old card store, dude. There was old lady that worked there, dude. She had the old Raider jacket, bro. Like the freaking the old school. Man, what do they call it? It's like a bomber's jacket, dude. The old school had the big Raider logo on the chest, dude. Like the lady was like probably 70 years old, bro, and like used to roll up in there. And I remember she saved me the Rocket Ismail rookies out of the pack, man, because I was so high on him, man, being the next Raider. And yeah, man, so yeah, going back to those, man, this has always been exciting. And another thing that's kind of old school the other day, I don't know if you guys used to read Sporting News back in the day. Remember Sporting News? You get the magazine, dude, and they have each team's breakdown, dude. I used to love that magazine. And yes, the varsity jacket, that's what it is. Yes. And dude, like I used to have the old school, like the Sporting News magazines, bro, delivered to work and read those. And then we'd all talk football. You know, I don't know if you guys remember Fedco. They had like 11 of them in California. It was like before Walmart closed down. And but Fedco was where I worked. And so we'd always be in the warehouse, dude, reading like up on our teams, you know, and all that, talking smack, dude. And just the other day, I went on Sporting News website. It's kind of similar. So I was kind of reliving the old school days, man. But yeah, man. Yeah. And AJ Brown, dude. Man, I was at that Tennessee game last year, dude. I went to the Tennessee Raider game, and yeah, AJ Brown's a beast, dude. He's a beast, man, and you know, rightfully so, was in the argument for Rookie of the Year. You know, of course, Josh Jacobs should have won that, but you know, rightfully so, he was in the running for Rookie of the Year, man, because he did have a big year. And yeah, I know, Fedco. I know, bro. I got old Raider hats from Fedco, dude. They got like right when the team moved back to Oakland too. Like I was working there when they moved back to Oakland, and I remember when those hats first came out, dude. So what's good, brother? Straight up, Cheatown, right on, man. Raider Nation, baby. That's what representing out there in the Midwest. That's what I'm saying, bro. Heck yeah, bro. It's all good over here, man. Sun's starting to crack out, man. We've had a lot of rain out here, and Yeah, man, just thought I'd pop on here, do a live stream. It's been a minute, you know what I mean? It's been a minute since I've done this stuff, but yeah, you know what I mean? We're back, dude. We're back, man. Getting live back on the internet. And then my internet crashed for a little bit, so I would have been on a little bit earlier, but yeah, man, just chilling, dude. Ready to get back to you know, hoping the world gets back in order, man. Hoping everybody's doing well and health is good and all that, you know. And excited, man, for this NFL draft. What do you guys think of all the talk with like? What do you guys think with all the talk of like the NFL, like, and their concerns with the internet crashes? You know what I mean, and stuff like that. Yeah, you know, and I think what that did, dude. I think it's just like a bias towards the position, man, because of the quarterback position. And, you know, yeah, it was totally unfair. And, you know, I mean, if Josh Jacobs doesn't leak his injury on a social media post, I mean, he wins. He continues to play football probably and wins rookie of the year. I mean, that's the only thing that held him back, was that he played through an injury. That was the only thing that, you know, and that they had to sit him a couple games. That's pretty much it. But yeah, that's the NFL. You know what I mean? You know, it goes back, man. And you guys know, I don't know if you've read all the books, man, but I've read all like the Al Davis books. You know, Behind the Shield was really interesting. I know there's some mixed opinions on that, but no matter what, it's information, and I try to get as much information as I possibly can. And you know, I try to get it, you know, as much information as I possibly can, just to know the history and revisit history and all that. And you know, the NFL just definitely has that bias, man. Now, worst draft scenario, man. Whew. Okay. Man, it's hard to say because I don't like to doubt players, man. But my worst draft scenario, that's like, as far as like the top 12, man, I don't really think there's an overrated player in the top 12. I mean, so for me, I mean, the only one I haven't questioned, and he's one of the better route runners, is, the thing is that now with the worst draft scenario, man, I mean, Jerry Jeudy, I've been a fan of him, man, but I don't know about him as a Raider, man. You know what I mean? Like, there are a lot of similar style to Amari Cooper, as most have stated, man. So, you know, I don't want to doubt him. I don't want to say, yeah. Oh, but then again, Sonjoku, I love this offensive line class, so I can't say that. But yeah, it wouldn't be the right move because we have so much invested. You know, you just gave Richie Incognito a contract. Rodney Hudson, I know he took a pay cut, but you gave Trent Brown all that money. So the money is vested in the offensive line. So it would be the worst draft scenario. I would have to agree with that. But yeah, I don't want Jeudy. You know, very similar. And defensive tackle is much. You know, yeah, exactly, dude. Now, I don't want to take anything away from like guys like Derek Brown, even though I have Derek Brown slipping to like number 14, believe it or not, in my mock, but that's only because of the value that's ahead of him, you know? Yeah, no, and catch radius, yep, no, definitely. And CeeDee Lamb's more than likely, I don't know, I think he's going to be gone in the top 10. I really do. I really do think that the wide receiver is going to go fast. But yeah, man, as far as, you know, getting, you know, defensive tackle, man, at this rate, I mean, if it was like, you know, I mean, I just think the Raiders are solid there. So, I mean, defensive tackle is one that would strike me, you know what I mean, because you got so much right now that there's so many defensive tackles you get in the second round too. Yeah, I think either the Jets, maybe even the Cardinals too, because even though they might go offensive line, but, you know, with Kyler Murray there, you know, he might want, you know, he has some chemistry there as well. So, but yeah, CD, you know, definitely could, you know, definitely be gone by 12. That's what I see. I mean, just going off the past year's drafts, you go off of like, what's one? Like you look at Mari Cooper, dude, top 5, you know, you just look at the last last year, I'm trying to remember, we had a wide receiver go top 10. I'm pretty sure last year. And, dude, you're talking about Raekwon Davis from Alabama, dude. That's my favorite player in this draft. Raekwon Davis is no joke, man. I think he's going high in the second round. A lot have him slip into the third. He'd be on my mock all day, dude. Raekwon Davis is my favorite freaking player in this draft, and he is a badass. And he's insane. He's very similar to freaking very. Yeah, he's very similar, dude, to Chris Jones. Very similar, and I don't know what the knock is on him. He was actually projected like a top 10 pick going into this year's draft. So, with Raekwon Davis, man, but I'd be so stoked, man, if we got that dude, man, because he's got an inside. I'm gonna use a word. He can knife the gap, man. He gets skinny real quick. He's a 315-pound dude. I think he's 6'7". He's 6'7", 315 pounds to my knowledge, and he can rip right through the interior of the line. He's a pocket breaker. So with that lined up right there, dude, you think about a player. What's up, dude? What's going down? But yeah, no, and he does get that comparison with Buckner, man, as well. But dude, if we got him in the third, hell yeah, dude. How tall is Kinlaw though? Because isn't Chris Jones like 6'7" too? I know. DeForest Buckner's like 6'7", or at least 6'6". But yeah, in regards to like getting in there, knifing that gap, all that. But yeah, man, and 6'6". Okay, cool. Yeah. So man. I mean, yeah. So Chris Jones 6'6" or Kinlaw? That's a good worst scenario, man. But I don't think we're gonna have a worst scenario though, man. I mean, in the first round, I think the Raiders have the lock in, at 12. They pretty much know for the most part who's gonna fall to them, probably at 12 by now. And then after that, it's lock and load for number 19, man. I just overall. Oh, Chris Jones is 6'5". Damn, he looks bigger than 6'5" on. Every time I watch a game, dude, he caught my attention early on, dude. Because I know he slipped into the second round. The Chiefs, they always they took a risk there, but damn, I didn't know Chris Jones was 6'5". I thought he was like 6'7". But he just looks like a monster out there, dude. Like Chris Jones, man, everybody was knocking the Chiefs defense like 2 years ago, like, oh, they don't got no defense. And I'm like, yeah, but they got this high scoring offense, and they got this one guy on defense right here who's getting penetration, man. And all it takes is that shit to click, dude. And we saw it last year. It clicked. Chris Jones, dude, let me tell you something about him, dude. He's pretty much responsible for the Chiefs win. I mean, he bats down that pass on third down, dude, from Jimmy Garoppolo, dude. He basically got that win for Kansas City, dude. And yeah, that's every bit of the difference right there for that Kansas City team in that Super Bowl game, man. So, yeah, exactly. You don't, Dominique. You're right, man. You don't want to see him. You don't want to see him on any other AFC roster for the most part, man, because he's going to make a quarterback better, man, because he's a run after the catch wide receiver, in my opinion. In my opinion, dude, he's a focused wide receiver, dude. So you can see clearly he's focused on getting the ball in his hands first. And running with the football is just second nature, dude. That dude's a natural. It's not like he doesn't even think about it, and you can pretty much tell. You could see that on tape with a lot of wide receivers. You can see guys. Once the game gets to their head, and one thing is I've noticed with Henry Ruggs, in my opinion, the game hasn't gotten bigger than him, man. He can literally stay focused, and I think it's only a matter of time before when he gets drafted in the first round, he is going to be part of the game plan. Unlike his situation in Alabama, man, he just was not heavily utilized in the game plan. So as an NFL football player, he's going to be used in the game plan. And just like you, yep, I think we talked about this before. Yep. He's going to open pretty much everything up, in my opinion, man, because every time he's on the field, he's going to be accounted for. And I mean, that could be in any situation, man, even returning punts. You put guys out there that can return punts, man, they have to be accounted for. And I truly think CeeDee Lamb's going to be gone, man. And that's going to be the interesting part, dude, is which wide receivers go first and how fast do they go? Because if you see a guy like Lamb fall off the board by pick 8, wide receivers, it could be a snowball effect after that. And you could see wide receivers falling off the board. So yeah, man, definitely. That's the biggest. And that's what's had my head spinning, man. And as we're getting close to this draft, dude, that's what's got my head spinning, man, is how this thing's going, the effect, Once that first wide receiver comes off the board, you know, at 12, man, I'm probably going cornerback at that point, man. I'm probably going cornerback at that. But then again, dude, one guy that I don't know how you guys feel about T. Higgins, man. I'm a big fan of T. Higgins. He's a wide receiver that I'd probably, you'd want to probably take him a little bit later, but T. Higgins is kind of like my next wide receiver after Ruggs and Lamb. You can line him up pretty much anywhere on the field. And not only that, I even go back to think of when Holmes was a wide receiver for the Raiders, man, and he had a good chemistry with Derek Carr, taller 6'4" wide receiver. You get a T. Higgins, I think he's 6'3", 6'4". So, yeah, man. I think, T. Higgins is kind of like my third-ranked wide receiver, but do you take him at 12? So I like him. Man. Arizona State wide receiver, I like him. Yes, and that's the thing. But the thing is, and Higgins doesn't show that speed on his combine. I think he's like a 4.5 on his combine. But the thing with Higgins is he looks faster on the field. Yes, Rager is good, man. Yep, there's speed all over the place, man. There's a lot of 4.40s in this class, a lot of 4.340s. I got one for you guys, man, in the 5th round or 4th round. Yeah, no, Justin Jefferson is polished, and he had that big game in the national championship game too, man. Big game, dude. And yeah, man, just looking at what LSU did, man. Because there's so many players to like on LSU as well, but one thing, dude, now cornerback, man, what do you guys think about the kid out of Auburn, dude? Javaris Davis, man. Perfect little, he's like a 5'9" back, nickel back 4, maybe a guy that could replace LaMarcus Joyner. Anybody check him out, bro? Because that dude, man, the 4.340, the way he plays, breaking the ball, that's why I'm kind of waiting on corner, in the second half of the draft, getting down in those later rounds, man. Runs a 4.340, I think. But what I like about that kid, dude, is he's just physical, man. He just makes it happen on every play, literally every play. So, but yeah, let me see right here. I got let me see right here in my mock here. I got Rager going to Indianapolis, number 44 overall, dude. Wide receiver out of TCU. Then you got Chase Claypool too, man. Chase Claypool, man, that's the only thing, though, Notre Dame wide receivers, you know what I mean, how that translates in the NFL. But yeah, man, Chase Claypool, man, is one, that, Yeah, but he's a natural. He's natural quick step. Ruggs is a natural quick step, but one thing, man, Sonjoku is his focus on the catch, man. He is really good at using his hands. He's really good, and it's natural, man. That's just one thing I look for, man, is just getting that football is primary, because I forget who said it the other day. I like him, man. He's built like an NFL wide receiver. He's probably fit, in my opinion, for a more developed, for a team that's more primed, ready, a playoff prime team, I should say. But yeah, I like him. I actually liked him early on, man. And, can never look past a wide receiver coming out of Colorado there, Cliff Branch. But yeah, man, definitely do like Chenault Jr., dude, from Colorado, man. That's for sure, dude. And, but is he a fit for our team? That's the only thing I see with him, is that he might not be a fit for us, for the Raiders, you know what I mean? And, so, because I do think the Raiders, they do need to open it up with speed on the outside. They got to have that receiver on the outside, which, Chenault could be. But I just think like Mims, Ruggs, guys like Lamb, guys that can work the outside. Yeah. But one thing on the drops, hey man, with Ruggs, so is it official with 5 drops? Because the research I did, I found 2 drops in Ruggs' entire career. I know 2019 they actually had the 1 drop registered, like, hey, this was his 1 drop. But to my knowledge, he only had like 2 drops. But aside from the drops, I mean, just the touchdown ratio, I think, 22 touchdowns in his 3-year career and 98, what was it, 98 catches total for 22 or 24 touchdowns, which resulted every 4 catches was a touchdown, which is huge. So yeah, with the drops, yeah, because I saw that stat come out today, but I just want to know what, if that was official, man, because it started out with, only 2 drops. Yeah, he catches everything, man. And not only that, but you just watch him catch the ball. It's you can tell sometimes, you can just see it in a player, body language, man, where they know, like Tyrell Williams. I mean, not to throw him under the bus, but the ball's up in the air and Tyrell's about to freaking catch it. And we're all thinking the same thing. Even Tyrell Williams himself, whether you're in your living room at wherever, man, so with Ruggs, man, I just don't see that, man. I see a dude that's just naturally fluid, man. Now you're talking about Michael Pittman out of USC. I think that's very possible, man. Michael Pittman, I think his dad, I think his dad played in the NFL under John Gruden when he was with the Bucs. He was the running back. And so there could be a connection there. Definitely could be a connection there. And, yeah, I think you said that. And that was a good comparison, dude. That was a good comparison to Santana Moss, man. You want to hear my Ruggs comparison, and not personality wise. I'm going to say it's gonna go. You're gonna be like, wow, man. But I see Antonio Brown, dude. I see a similar style that Antonio Brown brought to the table, man, lining up as a wide receiver, but I like your Santana Moss comparison. I think that's more fair. That's more realistic. But me, man, when I started watching Henry Ruggs and keying in on him, because CeeDee Lamb, of course, before even CeeDee Lamb threw on that Fred Biletnikoff jersey, dude, I was a fan of him already. I was like, dude, watching this kid, dude, hey, man, this could be the receiver for the Raiders right here. But then, he caught a lot of hype with us Raider fans, dude. A lot of us got a lot of us excited, dude, all pumped up. So we're like, yeah, man, Lamb, dude, future Raider. And then, the more though I watched Ruggs, the more he grew on me, man. And going back to, it was just more of that, the way he lines up, the quick step off the line, right on, bro. Right on. You have a good one, dude. You have a good one, man. I don't even know I hope, I gotta see what the woman's, what we're going to have for dinner, bro. But much love, Sonjoku. Have a good time, bro. And we'll be seeing you again, dude. It was good to go live for a minute here. But yeah, man, I just see similarities to Antonio Brown, dude, and how he brings that to the next level. You know what I mean? As far as what the training, how he prepares, who are his mentors in the NFL. We're gonna see how that all translates. But I think he has the ceiling is too high. The upside and his ceiling is too high, man, to pass up on. And that's what you want in the first round. You want that risk reward. It's not so much about this is what this guy did in college. It's kind of similar to Josh Jacobs, the way they drafted him. He was in a crowded backfield coming out of Alabama, man. But for one, you're getting a Bama back. They're typically, bringing good backs into the NFL. And then, you're getting that. And not, he didn't have a lot of miles under his, on his resume. And look how he stepped in the league, man. Fresh legs. He came right in and he was the hidden gem of that draft, you could say, because drafted 24th overall. So, yeah, that's a huge, that's the reason why you take that risk reward in the first round. I think that's why you go with Henry Ruggs, man. Number 12, man, you go with Ruggs because of the high ceiling. Like, hey, man, you don't know what this guy's going to be at the next level. And not only that, make him a bigger part of the game plan. You get him more heavily involved in your game plan, and who knows what opens up after that. So let's see. Let's make sure I caught up with everybody here. Well, yeah, exactly. And, another thing, too, if you look at his average, I think there was an average depth. There was an average depth where he caught the football. This is Sports Info Solutions. They seem pretty small right now, dude. Sports Info Solutions, I don't know if you guys check out those stats. I've been posting some of their content on my channel, and I like the way they break it down, because what they do is they have an average depth where the wide receiver catch, and Lamb is catching the football about 16, 17 yards down the field. So that tells me that it's either a weak defense or, like you state in the Big 12, or, it just tells me there's no competition pretty much. It stands out. And then Ruggs, his average depth is like 6.7 yards off the line. So he's catching and whereas a lot of people got it wrong, they're like, oh, he's just a deep threat. No, he's not. If he's catching the ball 6 yards off the line, average is like 6.7 yards. So within 7 yards, he's getting the football. That tells me he's running effective slant routes. He's coming across the middle, with drag routes and all that. And that's what the Raiders run. They run a lot of short route. That route tree is very small in the West Coast offense, especially with John Gruden, man. He still has not opened up that offense. Now, one day, man, because there's one thing that's frustrating me about play calling is, and I know they don't have all the personnel yet, man, but boy, man, have we seen Andy Reid really open up that West Coast offense now. And we got to get to that level, man. We got to get to that level where we're aggressive like that, and I don't know where that, when that's going to come into play. Yeah, he did. I agree, man. I agree. You can even see there's times where, and I think I have it on some of the film on the channel, man. Now there's times where Ruggs, dude, is literally coming off a slant or inside a short post. And he's opening up the entire middle of the field because now you got to save. Either the safety comes up, he's going to play, or where the corner's playing off or the safety's playing off. You'll see DBs line up, 10 yards back, and then yeah, man, it's one thing though, man. Yeah, dude, if you guys know, man, with the NCAA All 22 film, man, that's some hard stuff to find, man. If you guys ever know of anybody that's got that available, man, that would be appreciated. It would really help me out, man, because that's like one of the most biggest pain in the ass things, man, is finding that footage. Yeah, I agree, man. Dude, I'm a big fan of Mims. The only like I said, the only question is in what you want from your wide receiver. You want him fight, because he's a fighter off the line, man. When he gets off, he's literally fighting for position, and that's what you want to see. And that's why I have Brian Edwards, man, on my mock, the later rounds, because he's another fighter off the line, and you need that in the NFL. Now, sometimes they are calling more offensive PI these days, but we'll see. One thing I did read, dude, they're going to get rid of that defensive pass interference reviews, dude. Did Chucky say? Wait. Presidential trip. Did Chucky say that, man? Because, dude, I'm telling you, man, I'm gonna go nuts if they draft Ruggs. If they draft Ruggs, I'm gonna go nuts on Thursday night, dude. I mean, dude, I'm excited, dude. I'm a fan. I'm gonna tell you why I'm a fan. I'm just a fan of the dude, man. Like, just in general, it's just finding the right guy for your team, man. And Ruggs just seems like that dude that wants to play football, man. He's an athlete, a natural athlete, and he's just got that football mentality, and I just want to see. Not only that, I'm rooting for him, dude. I want to see what he does at the next level, man. I'm definitely been in his corner, man. He's for like 3 months straight, I've been high on Henry Ruggs, man, and I mean, I'm just a fan of the kid, man, and sometimes a lot of us Raider fans, we get I know, and I know the basketball highlights are that, and I love that stuff, man. I mean, I just love everything that kid's about, man, and like he, and the crazy thing is, dude, it's like you just find these players, man. You just know, like, if they become a Raider, man, well, that's the thing. You go on like Twitter and stuff like that, and everybody thinks like, oh yeah, he's just the next Darius Hayward-Bay. Don't get me wrong. I mean, oh, John Gruden said he got jealous of Andy Reid. Yeah, dude, exactly. And I'm glad he sees that, because, dude, like that bothers me, dude. Like, it bothers me that to see Andy Reid at this point, because Andy Reid had that, that cloud over his, head the whole entire time. Kansas City's franchise. Dude, I grew up. We all did. We all grew up seeing Derek Thomas with all the sacks. We all saw, over the years, man, Kansas City with Marty Schottenheimer and Marty Ball, man, they were just dominating us in the regular season, but they could never win a Super Bowl. And this year, Patrick Mahomes gets hurt. We all think they're going down, and the Raiders are 6-4. They're right there to compete. We all think it's going to shape up differently, but yet Patrick Mahomes comes back, plays, and not only that, Andy Reid just let him will his team a Super Bowl, man. He said, basically, he was just like, here, man, go get it done. And they just opened up that playbook, man. And that's what I really want to see with John Gruden, because I do think the West Coast offense is special. We saw it with the 49ers in the 80s, man, when it really evolved. And, and then Green Bay Packers, they operated that West Coast for a little bit. And then you saw Andy Reid break off to Philadelphia. And then John Gruden, we saw what John Gruden did for 4 years in Oakland. And you really want to see that back. I want to see that get back to what it was, man, what we saw. And it's crazy, man, how time flies, man. Time flies. And, I go back and I watch some of them games, man. And it's like, I knew we had a good team then. I knew we had a good team then. And that's more than ever. Like right now, man, that's what I'm hungry for, dude. I don't care about 2016. I care about what we didn't finish in 2002. What we didn't finish in 2002, I want to finish now. 2016 to me, man, we didn't win the West. We didn't even win a playoff game. We lost to Trevor Siemian to lose the West. We lost to Brock Osweiler in the playoffs. I mean, that sucked, in my opinion. I don't care. I mean, that season was like a wash, in my opinion. I mean, a playoff appearance to lose to Brock Osweiler just isn't going to thrill me, and I'm not really going to feed off that. What I'm feeding off of is what the hell happened, against Baltimore when Tony Siragusa broke Gannon's collarbone and they took that touchdown away from Andre Rison. And then when the tuck rule the following year, you have the tuck rule. And then to trade John Gruden, then have to face him in the Super Bowl, I'm still feeding off that because John Gruden came back. So I'm feeding off 2002, like the 17, however long it was of losing seasons. Man, it's all about flipping the script now, man. Yes, he does have to let him. Yeah. And that's the thing, man. And I think, but let me yeah, I know, bro. That was the killer, dude. And they didn't do anything in that game, man. As far as like the referees, they actually, after Goose does that, then they take a touchdown away from Andre Rison in the end zone, which was horrible, But yeah, man, like as far as the check down goes, dude, Henry Ruggs, if you have to dump the ball off to Henry Ruggs on a 3rd and 15 and he happens to have a little bit of space on the field, that could open up everything. And just like Presidential Trill saying, man, that could open up everything, dude. Everything, man, because now, and then not only that, but if you like, I know I'm probably reaching on Clyde Edwards-Helaire, man, in the 3rd round, dude, but I love that kid too. But if you have a back, just any kind of back, Jalen Richard, he's shown us a lot, but just having a good back, even whether it could be Josh Jacobs, they're going to say he's going to be more heavily involved in the passing game. Now you get the football to Josh Jacobs. You got outlets like, and when I use that term, like you guys hear me use that term a lot. Sometimes I repeat words a lot in my podcast, but check this out. I use the word outlet a lot. That's actually what I'm saying is that's for Derek Carr, man, because Derek Carr, not that Derek Carr, can't throw the football down the field, but I'm just saying if he's going to dump the football off, if that's part of the plan, then you want guys that are outlet backs, outlet wide receivers that are going to create a huge play and bail you out in that situation, because that's what that play is designed for. And doesn't always have to be having the blocking set up and all that. Sometimes it's just a playmaker, man. Yeah. But I really do want to see them open up the playbook, man, because Carr does have the arm to stretch the field. And that's what we want to see, man. We want to see Derek Carr drop back there. I think it's good. Even if you're dropping back there, and this is an old Al Davis thing, man. You got an old Al. Remember Al Davis? He had that big every time we watch a game, man, before halftime, the Raiders are going to stretch the field early. Then they're going to drop back, stretch the football, even take a shot downfield, right? Just drop back, take a shot downfield. And basically what that does, that keeps the defense honest, man. Even whether you complete a pass or not, man, just show them that you're going to be aggressive. You're going to stretch the football field. And, and yeah, man. Xavier Jones, dude, I'm going to have to check him out, man. I'm not too familiar with him, dude. I'm going to check him out, man, because this exactly. And I think that's good. I think it's good for all quarterbacks, man, for the most part, especially if you got an NFL arm. Just drop back there, man. Sail a deep pass, push it down the sideline, And not only that, let's let our receivers use their nifty feet, man. Tyrell Williams has nifty feet. Not only that, the back shoulder throws, man, because that they were connecting on that early on. What's up, Raider Zach? What's going down, brother? Yeah, I like Ruggs. I'm a big fan of Ruggs, man. I like Jefferson too. Okay. Ooh, dude. Oh, presidential trill, man. I'm out here in Southern California, dude. Let me tell you something, man. Dude, Reggie Bush, back in the day, man, Helix High, dude. I got to watch all of his high school games, dude. That dude was one of my favorite running backs, man. I graduated probably about 5 years before he came on the scene. But Helix High, man, Reggie Bush, every Friday night, we had this. It was cool, man. It was called the Prep Pigskin Report, dude. And the news would air Helix High football games, dude. So you could watch Reggie Bush, man, because he was that special, man. And then he went to USC, man. And I had a good buddy that was on the band at that time, dude. And my neighbor, dude, they were all Raider fans, dude. It was a good time, man. We used to flip open our garages, have like little like neighborhood block parties. It was good times, dude. Monday night games, the Monday night games that were at 7:00. Yeah, we get the cops called for sure on Monday nights. But but dude, like his brother was in the band, dude. So it was just a good deal, dude. Just to like, because they were big USC fans. So am I. I was just a little pissed, dude, when college football, man, when it really. What really rubbed me the wrong way, dude, was when they took Reggie Bush's Heisman away and they stripped USC of their national championship. And it's not that I had a problem with that, so to say, and then Pete Carroll bounced out all that. But what my problem was is what happened later with Penn State. And, they were supposedly, they lifted their sanctions just a little early, in my opinion. But yeah, no, I'm gonna definitely check him out, man, because that sounds like an intriguing. Yeah, I did not catch him, man. But yeah, no, I got it. Yeah, there's like one corner right now, man. I don't know if you guys heard of him. Is DeMarcus Acey, dude, from Missouri. He's one, man, that might maybe even go undrafted. But once again, this is one of those draft classes that you're going to see guys go undrafted and become NFL stars. We see it all the time, but we saw it last year, man. Last year's undrafted class, man, really stepped on the scene. Yeah, bro, and that was my problem, dude, and it actually really screwed me up for college football. Like I started scheduling more work. I started making sure that I was working on Saturdays, and of course, man, I cannot work on Sundays, dude. I go psycho, dude. Like even if the Raiders could be their 2-14 season and week 13, and I can't miss the game. I can't miss a Raider game. So I got that foundation in place. But yes, dude, what happened with USC really upset me, man. And it didn't make me a bandwagon college fan. What it did was it's just I don't throw on my USC jersey like I used to. And, and it's like I can miss a game. I'll put it that way. So, but I did watch a lot. The last few years, I watched a lot more college football. But I did grow distant a little bit, man. After that Penn State stuff, dude, I just strongly in college. Overall in sports, dude, I feel that East Coast bias, man. And I hate having to say that, but, I've just always felt that way, man, growing up, and just seeing, just growing up with all these bad calls, dude, and then seeing something like that go down, and the way it went down, I just thought it was very petty. And same with, with Terrell Pryor, dude. I thought they sanctioned him the way that was just horrible, dude. I felt like he did nothing wrong as well, man. I mean, some of the stuff in college football was just super tedious, dude. And it really was a turnoff, man. So, and I don't care what they say, no matter what, everything's a business, dude. This is, we're supposed to prosper, man, in this life, man, not be sanctioned for, with business opportunities, however they may view it, but yeah, no, I just felt like they over exaggerated on that one. And like I said, what happened at Penn State was super extreme and super wrong. And, not that Penn State, ultimately, Penn State was responsible actually, but I'm just saying that they should have just, the way they treated USC in that situation just was a big turnoff, man. But I'm back now, man. I'm back. I'm watching college ball again. And, it's my neighbor's a big USC fan, so he got me back in. You know what I'm saying? I could hear him like 3 houses down, dude. Friday nights, Saturdays. It's good. It's good, man. You could hear him pretty pumped up, dude. So, yeah, man. So, yes. Yeah, dude. And that's the thing, dude. And yeah, dude, it's I kind of grew up in that stuff, bro. You remember, we're playing pickup ball, and it's like everybody got to have it their own way. You're playing basketball, people call their own fouls, all that stuff. You know what I mean? And call, you know how it is, bro. You know what I mean? It's like, and that's what it looks like to me. You know what I mean? It just looks like, all right, man, you're calling your own shots, dude. Okay, whatever. You're gonna pull the tuck rule out. I've never seen this called in my lifetime, but you're gonna use this rule at this time of the game. Yeah, stuff like that, dude. That really just, because it really comes down to the spirit of the game. That's something I don't know if, a lot of people talk, but that's just something that's deep to me, man. The spirit of the game, the real value of getting a win. Like when I think about, like, we're like me and my buddy, man, we get in these talks about the Chiefs, man, because I hate having to talk about it, but I respect what Mahomes is, a freaking dangerous quarterback. And we were talking about like how we want our team to play like that. The Raiders, man, because we're both Raider fans, and we're just in a deep conversation. And I'm like, yeah, dude, you know what I mean? Like these guys, like Mahomes, dude, and with what he's doing, man, and I want our guys to play at that level, but at the same time, I forgot what I was saying, to be honest. I think the beer got me a little tingly, but the goal is that you want to see your team, prosper, I should say. And I forgot where I was going, to be honest, man. I had a little brain fart there, but oh well. But yeah, no, dude, definitely, college football, dude, is, let me see. Yeah. There we go. Chase Claypool is insane, dude. And yes, and that's the key. Well, that's the key, dude. And you got to get hits on him, dude. Well, that's what I was going to say. I was going back to the bad calls. So, like, we were having that debate where, like, not even a debate. We were both in agreement. I'm like, yo, dude, so, like, if Patrick Mahomes, if they don't get that, remember that call against Brady or whatever, where they slapped his elbow and they gave him the first down, they went down, they ended up winning the game. Dude, if that call doesn't happen, most likely Patrick Mahomes is a 2-time Super Bowl winner right now. I mean, that's how damn close they were to winning the Super Bowl a couple of years ago. So things like that stand out to me. And not only that, but that taint the game. As much as I wanted that call to go, it's like, who do you root for? The Patriots, the Chiefs in that game? But I'm just saying, like, ultimately I hate the Chiefs, but I hate both teams. But, ultimately, what does it come down to, man? It came down to a bad call. And I just think that's bad for the game, man, because, you want the true spirit of the game to show itself, man. You want true, you don't want to be going back on calls like, oh, if this call didn't take place, this team wouldn't have won. So I'm hoping the league kind of cleans that up a little bit, and they're not so much, so to say, dictating games at crucial points of the game. That would be a breath of fresh air, man, because, just as we're seeing right now, man, a lot of young, a whole new generation of players are coming into this league. These are skilled players, man, coming in this league, man. And you want to see, everybody, prosper and see who, may the best team win, man. That's what it's all about, man. Real competition. You know what I mean? So, yeah, and I do hope the Raiders get in the second round. It's just the biggest question is, do they use thirds to trade up? Do they use players are they going to trade a player to get to get a second round and a draft pick? Are they going to trade back in the first round? That's my biggest thing. But I really do want a second rounder, man, because in the second round, I mean, like, I'm just going off my mock here. I mean, but dude, this thing's loaded, dude. What do you guys think of Chason, man? The edge from LSU, dude. I got him slipping into the second round. Am I going crazy right here? Yeah, and we got to build the D to stop Mahomes. But yeah, dude, I got Clavon Chason, dude, the edge rusher from LSU, because you know what he kind of reminds me of. Yeah, it's an offensive-driven league. So the key is that we don't want to invest too much in the defense. You want to draft a good defense and all that, but you don't want to invest too much money, like high dollars. So that's why I'm cool with the Mac trade. That's why I understood it, because if Mac was that player, that's what I was about to say, Dominic. Hey, dude, you hit the nail on the head, man. I got him slipping in the second round, dude, because I see very similar traits, dude. He's quick, though. He's a little bit faster than Key, dude. He is explosive, though. I mean, when he comes off the edge, he's fast, but he's raw. And he's raw like Arden Key, man, because Arden Key, if he stays another year in college, he's probably a top 10 or a top 15 pick as Chason's projected as well. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I have him slipping, dude. And I just want to make sure because, like, dude, like, I'm not going with what the experts are saying, dude. There's so much. This year seems really off, dude. Like, you think so? Yeah, because, like, dude, this year just doesn't, like, things aren't lining up. And I don't know if it's because you don't have Mayock out there scouting. They don't have all that information anymore. And then, you know, with what happened this year, dude, you know, that teams can't visit with players and such. So, you know, so yeah, man. So it's an interesting time right now, man, because players are kind of ranked, not that they're ranked all over the place, but we're hearing things like all of a sudden today. And that's pretty much where he's projected to go. You know, that's pretty much where he's projected to go. But yeah, man, I just had that, you know, and I know they're both out of LSU, but I just had that slight Arden Key comparison because of raw ability. But, you know, and if Arden Key probably stays one more year at LSU, he probably adds a little bit more weight, and who knows, maybe he's a first, maybe, you know, top 35 pick, who knows? But, you know, and that's another thing, man, we want to see him really close the loop next year, man. Cause it seems like the last couple of years he's getting close, man. He's got the skill level. He's got everything, the size, the ability. It's just closing in on quarterbacks and becoming that wrecking force coming off the edge. But what do you guys think of the PJ Hall trade rumors, man? I know they got rumors with PJ Hall. I don't see any way they're going to get back value for what they drafted him in the second round. And then Gabe Jackson, I know there's still talks of him possibly being traded. So, you know, you got those scenarios going down, and then who knows with, you know, and then that, yeah, you know, and it was a reach pick, the last pretty much Reggie McKenzie reach pick in the second round, man. You know, he showed us his bright spots, man, but yeah, I just think he's undersized, man. And, you know, yeah, pretty much trade, but I just value wise, you know, I mean, probably gonna get some. You know, I'm a big fan of Gabe Jackson too, and that's the thing with Gabe Jackson, dude. Is like last year, dude. I'm pretty sure, you know, he can take some credit, dude, for helping out Colton Miller in his transition into the league and helping him last off season. So those rumors, you know, are, you know, pretty much, you know, it's balancing him out because, you know, the only thing with Gabe Jackson is his cap number. You know, his cap number at 9 is like 9.6 mil or something, and then with no cap hit. So that's why that talk is always going to flare up a little bit. And then we're going to see how that translates, you know, in the draft, man, because, you know, once again, a stacked draft, man. Dude, Raekwon Davis in the third round, bro. You're making me want to redo my mock now, man, because I'm high on that kid, dude. I want to put him on my mock right now, but I think he's gone in the second round, man. We're going to see, but I mean, man, you know. Yeah. Yeah. So it's overall, yeah, the bad. Yeah. Oh yeah. The bad knee. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Cause dude, that was bad too in training camp, dude, or preseason practice, dude. You know, I mean, and then we never got the clear diagnosis on it. I don't think he tore it, right. You know, I don't think he tore his knee, but he had a pretty bad sprain in it to where it kept him out 6 weeks. And, but yeah, man, no, Raekwon Davis, dude, I'm high on that kid, dude. It'd be totally freaking insane to have that dude break in the pocket, man. Yeah, dude, I like it. Hey, man, this is a good draft class, dude. This is a good draft class, and yeah, and you know, and then PJ Hall was that intriguing prospect out of Sam Houston. You know what I mean? So the Raiders draft him in the second round. I think it was because they got word like the Patriots were going to try to take him, or they got some kind of bogus info like the Patriots wanted him in the second round. So they felt like they were, you know, jumping ahead of the Patriots there or something. You know, I mean, for getting him in the second round when he was like a projected like fourth rounder, I believe, you know, coming out of a small school, Sam Houston State. And, but he had there was some intriguing things, you know, like squatting the 700 pounds. You know, I was watching those videos then, you know, like, look, dude, this dude can squat 700 pounds, you know what I mean? And, but yeah, no, and he showed some, you know, he had some moments where he ripped through and, you know, but he's not that pocket breaker, man. And that's what you got to have these days right now in the NFL, dude, is to collapse that interior pocket, man, because the skill level is there with these players, man. Over the years, man, this stuff, you're seeing how this stuff just translates, you know, all these the techniques over the years, man, how this game has evolved in 100 years, 100 plus years, dude, the game of football, man. It's crazy, man, how it's down to a science now. And you get that right player, you get that right defensive tackle right there in the trenches, man. And, it could just change everything for your defense, man. But yeah, nice, man. Nice. Yeah, no. So yeah, dude, it's going to be one of those things, man. But yeah, I'm looking forward to, the progress that this team made, dude, in one draft. I know some of you guys weren't in here earlier, man, but the thing is that with what was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's going to be intriguing, man. I got him slipping in my draft, dude. I got him because here, you guys want to hear, or I don't know if you guys saw it, but okay, of course, Joe Burrow to the Bengals, Redskins, Chase Young. I know Chase Young, they're getting a lot of offers. They're saying Chase Young, teams are already calling the Redskins. There's no way. I don't think they trade out of that. Chase Young's a for sure thing right there, man. And, dude, Ohio State, dude, and what they've been doing, freaking, how they've been producing edge rushers in this league. Then I got Isaiah Simmons going 3rd overall, the Lions. I don't think they pass up on the opportunity. Tristan Wirfs to the Giants at 4. Tua Tagovailoa to the Dolphins at number 5. Justin Herbert, believe it or not, I put him with the Chargers, man, Oregon quarterback. Jeffrey Okudah going to the Panthers. CeeDee Lamb going to the Cardinals. Jedrick Wills, offensive tackle from Alabama, going to the Jags. Browns getting Andrew Thomas from Georgia. Offensive tackle, and then you got Mekhi Becton, man, going to the Jets, man. I mean, I'm just thinking about these teams that they have quarterbacks that they've invested in with the high draft picks, so maybe they go get those offensive tackles. Then I got Henry Ruggs to the Raiders, number 12, Jerry Jeudy to the 49ers at number 13, Derek Brown to the Bucks at number 14. So I have him slipping, not because I'm devaluing him, but because there's all these players. I mean, the only one that I could say that I feel, that might slip out, is a strong possibility, is Justin Herbert, man. I probably jumped on that, even though I haven't really been a big fan of him, but he drew some comparisons from PFF, I think. PFF said I think it was PFF, somebody compared Justin Herbert as the next Mitch Trubisky. I thought that was kind of funny, the way they compared it. Yeah, they do have a lot of holes, man. I just think Chase Young is your for sure, a player you can really build your franchise around, man. But yeah, you could be right, man. I mean, if the right offers come through. But yeah, usually I agree. You can't pass on Chase Young. And let me see a couple other, but CJ Henderson going 15th overall to the Broncos. Javon Kinlaw going 16 overall to the Falcons. Christian Fulton, number 17 to the Cowboys. Josh Jones, he's starting to move up in the drafts in mocks, but I had him kind of early going top 20 of the Dolphins here. And then at 19, of course, I have the Raiders trading back with the Seahawks. They get Austin Jackson. Jaguars get Justin Jefferson. Eagles get T. Higgins. Vikings get A.J. Epinesa. And then the Patriots get Jordan Love. I'm a big fan of Jordan Love, but maybe the Patriots, they get their quarterback this year. And then Xavier McKinney, number 24 to the Saints. Vikings at number 25. I want to talk about this player real quick. Yetur Gross-Matos, man, edge rusher from Penn State. Dude. Yeah, they might, man. I know it is. After the Hopkins trade, I did think long and hard on that one because they did get the other wide receiver a few years back. I forget his name, dude. From Texas A&M, dude. They got that kid from Texas A&M a couple years back in the 2nd round, I think. And they drafted homeboy last year from it because they do have a stacked wide receiver class. They do. But, I'm thinking chemistry maybe, with some familiarity there with CeeDee Lamb. But dude, Yetur Gross-Matos, man, the edge from Penn State, number 25 to the Vikings, man. Some have him in the 2nd round, dude. But, dude, that guy, man, I don't know why, man. He kind of got some Strahan comparisons to me, in my opinion. Just kind of reminded me of Michael Strahan, man. I don't know. I just watched a lot of tape on him. Kirk's on the trading block? Okay, maybe that's a sign. Yeah, what's his name? Christian Kirk, right? Yeah, Christian Kirk from Texas A&M. Yeah, he's pretty good, man. And I mean, he hasn't really done much for them, but yeah, okay, so that makes sense. So they might go wide receiver. do I have them get? Yeah, I got them getting CeeDee Lamb at number 8. And then, but yeah, Ross Blacklock to the Dolphins at number 26, defensive tackle from TCU. Of course, Kenneth Murray. I think you and I, Presidential Trill, we had a long talk about this. Kenneth Murray to the Raiders at number 27. Patrick Queen, linebacker from LSU to the Ravens. Maybe they go linebacker, maybe they don't. But DeAndre Swift going to the Titans, man. That was one. I'm thinking Georgia back going to the Titans, man. I know they got what's his name tagged over there right now. And then the Packers getting Denzel Mims. So I do have Denzel Mims going in the first round, wide receiver from Baylor to the Packers. And I did slot him for the Packers for a reason, as well as, having to be working with Aaron Rodgers. They got their coach in the second year of that offense. So, he'd probably develop pretty well with the Packers because he's going to be a good receiver, I think. I just think he's so raw that he would fit great with the Packers, in my opinion. And then the 49ers getting Jeff Gladney, cornerback from TCU. That's probably got to change, but I can't change my mock at this point. It's done. But I don't think they go defense. I kind of changed my – now they're looking like they're going to strongly go with I know. They're strongly gonna go offense, I think. But yeah, man, no, really, I do like Denzel Mims, bro. I love him, man. But once again, I just think I do think he's got the raw ability, And so, but if the Raiders got him, it'd be great. But if you're gonna go that route, you probably want a little bit more of what's the word I'm looking for? More polished more complete offense. I still think our offense is in the works to a certain degree because we had, I think it was like 19 points a game. 19 points a game, man. So we really got to get up to the 25, 26 points a game, man. And we could really, and that could really change overnight, man, in this league. But, yeah, I was going to ask you guys something, man. Yeah. Oh, Kenneth Murray, dude. I'm pretty sure, hey, Presidential Trill, we were having that conversation a few days back, right, man? Kenneth Murray. Because, and you have a great point. I'm pretty sure that was you, man. We have a great point on getting a linebacker high, man. And that's where we kind of because we pretty much agree on everything. That's just the one I thought long and hard on with Kenneth Murray, dude. And it's that dog mentality. I kind of put it in the text, but it's that leadership, to pair with Jonathan Abram. And you're right, man. It might be the getting that other safety first. So they posted on ESPN that Kirk's on the trading block this morning. I missed everything this morning. I actually worked today. But yeah, no, man. So it took me a long time to get sold. Not that I wasn't sold on Kenneth Murray, just to actually have him on my first round in my mock, man, because immediately, of course, you're a fan of the guy. And then as things evolve, you're just like, okay, do the Raiders really need to take a linebacker here? This and that. And this year, oh, man, a couple years ago, I was high on Roquan Smith. I got called out on that one. Hey, man, he's really a will linebacker and this and that. And, and I know he's with Chicago. They got a good defense. They've been known as a defensive team, but man, he gelled perfectly there in his first year and they dominated, and they got a good defense. Of course, they're pretty stacked, but Roquan Smith, man, or Roquan Smith, he just always looked like a natural leader. And that's what I kind of see. I was really high on Roquan Smith, man, but I'm sorry, Murray got my attention. He got my attention after a while, and now, and I just, it took me a lot of thinking, man. And plus what the coaches were having to say, just the fact that John Gruden said he's your A-type alpha male in the locker room, all that, that kind of stood out to me. And then thinking about when they drafted Jonathan Abram, that pick stood out to me as well. Probably one of my more favorite picks of the draft last year. Even though, of course, Josh Jacobs, man, he became all of our favorite immediately. But, Malik Harrison, dude, from Ohio State. I like him, dude. He's a good linebacker. Hey, man, Shaq Quarterman, though, man, that's the guy I really like, man. I like Shaq Quarterman, man, from Miami. I probably overvalue some Miami players. Yeah, he's got his facts right there. I love it. Yeah, no, and you're right. You are right, man. But one thing though, one thing I do think Kenneth Murray is a truly, and this I'm glad you brought that up, man, because this is a great man. I really appreciated your. He is too slow. You're right, dude. He is, but he's a hitter. I know he is. He probably is too slow, man. But I mean, and he's just your true old school middle linebacker, man. But I don't know. I just got that. I guess I just got that old school still in me, man. But now with the first round, okay, just like I just want to read your comment here. Like first round, we're going to spend money on 2 linebackers. Okay, so yeah, we already got our 2 linebackers in free agency. You're saying, but Kwiatkowski, man, he hasn't had a full-time role, so to say, yet. I mean, he got more playing time last year, so there's still going to be some rotational. I mean, we still got Nicholas Morrow, Markel Lee, but I think as far as Murray goes, he is your true 3-down linebacker coming into the league. So, and that's what you kind of want. If you're going to evolve like a true leader linebacker or a true alpha in the locker room, you want that to be from the linebacker position, in my opinion. And you're true, man. Willie Gay, man. Akeem Davis Gaither, from Appalachian State, man. That's another one, dude. There's a lot of good, solid linebackers in the mid rounds. But I pretty much put him on my mock just because of the Raiders, the reports being they're high on him, and then just going over, all of his abilities, all that stuff. But yeah, man. So yeah, it was one of those ones. Just like this is the year we get that linebacker in the first round. That's just where that's at. But with that said, I think. Yeah. And now how many linebackers do you think we carry though, man? Because like last year, this year we're going to be able to add, I think we talked about this in the chat too. We can add like 2 players to our game day roster. I believe it's like 48 now or something like that. And, Will Compton stepped in nice, man. And just like I said, I'm just mainly going off of what, the difference, the defense, because when we had Burfict in there, he's your true old school middle linebacker. You know what I mean? In that 4-3 defense, of course, it's going to be nickel 60, 70% of the time. I always factor that in. I think we're going to carry 5 safeties. I pretty much always say that. Like, we're going to carry 5 safeties pretty much as long as Paul Gunther's there, and running that 4-3, that Mike Zimmer 4-3, they're going to, what they're going to do is they're going to have a true middle linebacker in that, but they're also going to run the nickel 60, 70% of the time, just like you said, with many mixed up looks, man, because you really got to have that personnel out there. So yeah, man, stay at 19. Ooh. So AJ Terrell, man, I'm a fan of him. Do you really think though he's going to go in the first round? Because my only thing with AJ Terrell is I'm kind of going off last year's draft a little bit. You look and I know, trust me, man, I'm a fan of AJ Terrell. I just see him is he going to go in the first round though? And like I said, the only reason is because I felt like Trayvon Mullen, he had a little bit better of a showing in the national championship game. Of course, he that's when he really caught attention. And not only that, you saw how Greedy Williams, he fell in the draft last year. And then this year, you got a lot of corners coming out, man. You got Christian Fulton, man. You got C.J. Henderson. You got Jeffrey Okudah, man. So there's 3, top tier corners right there that are gonna go in the first round most likely. So that's my only thing as far as like how these positions stack up, how these players fall, which where are they going to end up? You know what I mean? Like where does that say for Terrell? You know what I mean? Not that I'm discounting him because I'm a huge fan of him. He's on my mock. He's on my mock just in the second round. So that's my only thing with AJ Terrell. AJ Terrell is if he is there, in the second round, why not get him in the second round? But I'd be happy at 19, man. I'm really big on that team continuity. I did a video on Trayvon Mullen. I was a fan of that kid. 3rd cornerback taken. All right, cool. Right on. Oh, better than Okudah. Oh, shit. Yeah, no, Mullen, I was a fan of him when they drafted him that day, man. I was a fan of him before. I mean, I loved watching him in the national championship. The whole team, man. That whole Clemson, when when Clemson shut out Alabama in the second half, that was a statement, man. It's funny. It's funny how people don't like to revisit that game too much, man. But man, Clemson defense dominated that night, man. Second half, and nobody saw that. Nobody really was predicting that. Nobody was really like, oh yeah, everybody was high on Trevor Lawrence, of course, like Trevor Lawrence. But what really caught my attention that night was the defense. The defense, they shut out Alabama in the second half. Trayvon Mullen I don't think he gave up a touchdown his entire career as a Clemson. He also, Cleveland Farrell, even though a lot of us weren't too high on him going at number 4, but I was a big fan of Cleveland Farrell that night as well. Christian Wilkins, I think it was Christian Wilkins there blowing up the middle that night. Isaiah Simmons had a big night that night. But dude, it was just one of those moments right there where that really caught my attention. And then in the national championship game, the only concern I had, and I know it was Joe Burrow and they had this stacked up offense, was that I think it was Jabbar Chase, man, the wide receiver. He didn't come out this year, but he torched him pretty good, man. He did get Terrell on a few plays, and he did give up a couple touchdowns in that game. So that's why I'm saying he might slip into the second round, because you never know what NFL teams are thinking in big moments like that. But I would love to pair up AJ Terrell with Trayvon Mullen, man. Get that chemistry, that tandem, that communication. And like I said, Mullen, I'll tell you another thing about Mullen, dude, is that first game in Denver. You guys can check out the video. I did a video breakdown. Right on, Dominique. Hey, bro, you have a good night, man. I'm just cracking into the live stream, bro. It's been a minute, man. It's been a minute. So I'm a rambler. So sometimes I jump on the podcast, I record, do the stuff, and so right now I'm and to be honest, guys, if I'm rambling or anything, it's because my head is spinning, because I'm excited for this draft, man. I just so I'm gonna bouncing off the walls. But go Raiders, brother. Go Raiders. I appreciate you checking it out, man. I hope we see you on Thursday night, man. It's gonna be a good time Thursday night on MoJoe's channel, man. So I hope I see you guys there. But yeah, man, dude, I've noticed ever since Sunday hit, I wake up and it's everything's foggy, man, because dude, my head is just spinning off this draft, dude. It's been 4 months of just I can't wait for this, man, because there's Josh Jacobs was about to freaking rush for 1,400 yards, man. I mean, when did we see that last? When we saw Tyrone Wheatley and Darren McFadden crack 1,000 yards? We saw Latavius Murray, he cracked 1,000 yards. But when you get that back that can oh yeah, dude, I got Josh Jacobs, in my fantasy team this year, man. You're thinking about 2020 football season, oh yeah, I'm gonna get Josh Jacobs in the top 10 of the fantasy football draft, and he's probably gonna rip off about 1,500 rushing yards, 500 receiving yards, and probably score about 15 touchdowns. That's what we get to look forward to with these players that Mike Mayock has put in already. And then you have Hunter Renfrow, man. Hunter Renfrow don't get hurt, dude. Hunter Renfrow could have been 1,000-yard receiver last year, man. Crazy stuff, man. And Hunter Renfrow, who would have known that he could break tackles the way that man did? You know what I'm saying? And he's got 7-inch hands. Hunter Renfrow, that's some small hands, because I got, here, I'll give you that's the grind. I got 8.25-inch hands. Believe it or not, I have the same hand size as Derek Carr. Maybe Derek Carr has 8.75. I can't remember. But I always beat myself up over my hands. But because I can't palm a basketball. I can shoot, I can do all that. But the one thing I can't do is I can't actually grip the basketball and dunk. My buddy, he's got the big ass hands. He can grip the ball, dude, and dunk, no problem. We're the same height. But dude, Hunter Renfrow got tiny hands, dude, but he's got sure hands. He never drops a pass. I think his collegiate career, he was one of those similar wide receivers that came out not dropping a pass. And just seeing what he did, dude, when he had some of those big plays against, the Texans, that's when he really broke loose. And we're like, what the hell's going on right here, dude? Was that a fluke? You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, man, you see what this dude did at the NFL level. He's done it at the high school level, college level. I mean, his high school stuff, man. I mean, you go back and do some research on him, dude. There was the towns would get packed to go watch Hunter Renfrow at high school football. At his I forget where he played, but just reading up on him a couple of years ago. So, just with those foundational players right there. Then you got Max Crosby, dude. They find that guy in the 4th round. I'll tell you a little story about him, man. So I got in the family, you know, Central Michigan alum, man, he watches all those teams, man. He's religious on that stuff, dude. So he knows everything about Central Michigan, all those schools out there, man. So I'm like, hey, dude, like, I knew who Max Crosby was. I knew who he was, but I didn't think he would be that good. I'm just going to be straight up honest, man. I did not. There was Anthony Nelson coming out of Iowa in that same period. I'm in front of the TV with my family, all that. We're talking Raider football, this and that. And I'm like, dude, I hope we get Anthony Nelson right here. And then we take Max Crosby, which I knew who he was, but I didn't know how good he was. And so I called my stepfather. I'm like, yo, dude, like, this guy plays in your guys' division, dude. What should I know about this guy? He goes, oh, high motor. He goes, high motor, man. I'm like, okay. You know, I hear that about a lot of players. Well, okay, cool. You know, but man, to see how that translated in the NFL. So, man, this year is going to be one of those years where, you know, we're going to see, like, you can see a team literally change through a draft. We saw that throughout, you know, watching football. I mean, you go back to the 2000, I'll use a great example, man. Back in 2002, when the Raiders won the Super Bowl, they had Drew Brees, I believe, that year. They drafted him. And I remember, that's a game I go to a lot. What's up, David Marks? What's going on? Cheers. Cheers to that. You know what I mean? So when, you know, back in like 2002, you know, I'm going to games. I'm, you know, Charger fans were down, dude. Like, that was the game I pretty much would go to, like the Charger Raider game in San Diego. And then we make a trip up to Oakland. So, but usually about 2 games a year. I think the most games I ever went to in 1 year was 4 games. That's like the most games I've ever been to. But so typically those are the 2 games. I usually pick like an AFC West team, go see them in Oakland, and then go to SD and check out that game. But I remember sitting in the stands and I'm like telling Charger fans, like, dude, man, you guys got something special with this guy in LaDainian Tomlinson, dude. He's making our defensive line miss. And then the following year, I think he had like 100 catches and all that. But long story short, they had John Butler at that time, and he was known for building the Buffalo Bills, and they built that team through the draft. You know what I mean? And same with the Dallas Cowboys at that period. They built that team pretty much through the draft, and then after that, you know, it starts attracting free agents, you name it. So we're seeing something translate similar right now in this era, man. You know, last year, that foundation, like the 7-9 record, the foundation of just getting, you know, 3 extra wins compared to what you're typically getting. You know, the key is with that is these foundational players, man. You hit another draft, now you got a huge foundation that, and who knows what that could translate to, because you have a guy who's a draft analyst, you know, which means basically he's an expert, you know, and the way he evaluates talent now is at, you know, and it's crazy how everything is formed, because they have their salary cap guy, you know, everybody's assigned, you know, but ultimately Mike Mayock, man, his job is to talent evaluate. And we saw in one season what that became, what that translated to. And of course the Raiders, they could have easily been a 10-6 team, easily been a 10-6 team. I mean, they threw away a couple games. You know, if there's not a couple drops by Tyrell Williams, you know, you got the Denver game, you got the Jacksonville game, the Houston Texans game. I mean, those 3 wins right there, man, you're easily a 10-6 team. This team could very well, just like Raider Zach put in there, man, this team could very well be playoff bound. And that would be a huge deal, man. But you know, once again, if they add, you know, because this year it's all playmakers, man, for the most part. I mean, you could build your foundational player. You can find your offensive tackles in this league. I mean, in this draft, you could find your defensive tackles. You can find your linebackers. You can find your DBs, all that. But man, you can really find some playmakers in this one, man. You can find them from the running back position. So what up, Fierce? What's going down, man? How we feeling on this Tuesday? Taco Tuesday. And I apologize for the lighting, guys. I popped on the green screen, and sometimes it's like, if it's too bright, then I don't know. There's a long story behind that, but my green screen's not all in full function. But yeah, man, it's you know, right on, man. Yeah, I worked today too, man. That's why I'm feeling pumped up. I'd been out of work for about 3 weeks, but today I got the call to do a half day, so it was good stuff, man. So hoping everything's getting well out there, man, where you're at. And you know what I mean? So right on, brother, right on, man. And you know, so I hope everything, but yeah, number one, I hope everybody's safe, man. I know we're still going through somewhat of a pandemic, you know, but you know, I'm definitely more optimistic looking forward. I took everything very seriously early on, but at the same time, man, right now, like today, like I woke up, I didn't watch the news for like 2 weeks, dude. Like on like anything, like yeah. So I just popped on the news yesterday. It seems a little bit like things are getting better, man. So I'm just gonna, you know, so I'm gonna roll with it, man. You know what I mean? And I can't wait, man, to just till everything gets back to normal, man. I know one thing for sure. I'm a people person, and I mean, supposed to be in Vegas right now for this draft, man. That was the plan. But you know, everything, you know, flipped on us and, you know, worldwide. And, you know, so today was a good day, man. I got back to work. It felt good, man. I know that one thing I like to do is I like to work. I like to be productive, man. And I like to socialize. It was just good, man. Go out, you know, ran a couple errands. What's up, Raider Homer? What's going down, dude? How we doing today, man? How you been? And, so yeah, man, you know, it's one of those things, dude, where we're just happy to, you know, that the rain's kind of gone. That's another thing. We had a lot of rain here. Yeah. Hey, you know what, David, you have an excellent point right there. You have an excellent point right there, man, because, and not only that, dude, when it comes time to give Josh Jacobs his money, dude, man, I mean, think about that too, man, because, you know, Abram, he's gonna, you know, we lost him on the first year, so the good thing is the 5th-year option. But yeah, man, you know, you are right on. You know, that's a great topic right there. 5 first-round picks in 2 years. Yeah, man. Now position-wise, my biggest one is Josh Jacobs, man, because he's gonna be the one, dude. Like, and you might even have to sign him prior, like even once he hits reach 4, man. You might, you know, before he hits year 4 on his contract, on his rookie contract, you might have to revisit that contract and sit him down and be like, hey, dude, we got to work something out because he is your franchise player right now. But yeah, man. And then Cleveland Farrell. Now this is where the Josh Allen and Cleveland Farrell pick. This is where it gets kind of sticky, man, because Cleveland Farrell, if you're going to keep him after year 5, you're going to have to pay him top 5 money. You have to pay him top 5 money, man. So, yeah. Well, we've seen it with like the Rams. You know, the Rams, I think they had a few first-round picks a few years back, and then, but yeah, man, dude, but those are the 2 players right there. You think about Cleveland Farrell, man. He's going to get top 5 money. You know, if he plays, you know, for the next 4 years, even if he's like average and he's not, say, dominating, but he's just, you know, let's say they you know, they went with a safe pick there. They had their reasons for taking him at 4. All I'm saying, and I'm not against the picks, so to say, but I'm just saying that they're going to have to pay him. They're going to have to pay him top 5 edge rusher money, and edge rushers aren't cheap. You know, they're not. We see with Jadeveon Clowney, man. You know, I mean, they're just not cheap, man. We saw what happened with Khalil Mack. You know. Yeah, I think he will pan out. Yeah, I think he's going to pan out. I'm just saying contract wise, you know what I mean? If he's like just average, man, they're going to have to somewhere that's what his agent's going to say. Cause that's another thing, man, is when it comes down to these agents, man, they're going to be like, hey dude, that's my guy, dude. He was a top 5 pick, or, you know, my guy ran for 1,500 yards, you know, and then once the agent gets involved, it really comes down to that. It really comes down to that relationship with the Raider organization and those agents, man. We saw that with Charles Woodson back in the day, dude. Remember those guys, the brothers? I think they were brothers or cousins, bro. And I forget their names. I don't even know if they're still in the league, if they're still representing players in the league. But dude, that's one of the reasons why we lost Woodson. You know, we just could not negotiate with their agents. Can't remember their damn name, man, but they were sticklers, man. And but yeah, Mayock, and not only that, what's his name? Todd Delaney, dude, who negotiates those contracts. Not that he negotiates them, but I think he draws up the numbers. He's your cap guy. And right now that's the thing, David. Here's the thing. There's some good business people. Do not hear it from the business aspect, dude. Like, I mean, let's just look at the whole big picture. Like, we got the stadium being built right now, man. To my knowledge, I don't know if things have changed now that Vegas has been shut down a month, but up until we had this pandemic, the bills, because I don't know any of that stuff from then on, but before that, they said every bill for that stadium was paid on time through the hotel taxes and through PSLs. So all the bills are paid on time. That tells me that Mark Bedane, a known businessman, is doing his job to the fullest extent. You got Todd Delaney. They kept him out of the Reggie McKenzie staff, man, for a reason, because he's good at, balancing that salary cap, man, keeping the Raiders within the salary cap so they can go spend money in the offseason. And they're not, so to say, they're not signing players to bad contracts. You know what I mean? And to where it's going to put the team in a bad position. So yeah, man, that's what I see from a business aspect. I see, like, not only that, here's another thing. This team got top dollar for their PSLs. I know they've relocated into a city with money, but this team, man, has all the business from the business aspect. They got their PSLs sold out. They got, they got their salary cap figured out, man. So yeah, man. I'm confident as far as like how there's got to be a good angle when it comes time to visit that, because yeah, man, we don't know what they're going to find in this draft, man. You're going to get that superstar wide receiver more than likely. You're going to get your number one go-to wide receiver in this year's draft, man. It's got to happen. I think that's probably need number one. And I think that's probably smoke. I know, bro. Dude, I was going to be there, bro. I had an Airbnb, David. Hey, Dave, I go to Vegas. Yes. Yeah. You know what? Can I say something real quick on Mark Davis? And I'll get right back to you, Dave. Dude, check this out. Mark Davis, man. Here, you know what makes Mark Davis good? He's a listener. And he listened to everybody. Al Davis built the Raiders, the team that we all love, and we all respect Al Davis for the businessman that he was and the way he did business. One of the more unique individuals out there. There will never be another Al Davis again. We won't see that again, man. And he's just irreplaceable for what he did, what he built, man, and what he stood for. Now, Mark Davis, when Al passed, Mark Davis had everybody like John Madden. I think John Madden was probably one of the more primary figures that was in the front office, that was in Mark Davis's corner, like, hey, dude, like, let's go in this direction. And so you had like I just felt like Mark Davis, he listened to those that knew best around him, and that's another thing. Now check this, and he's a listener. That's what I like about. I think sometimes in business, I think it's good to be a listener when it's time to be a listener, because there's a lot of experts out there, man, and there's so many different angles. So you want to bring everybody that's an expert in their respected roles, and so therefore, that helps him delegate as an owner, man. So yeah, man, I've been more than happy. And to be honest, going back to the Reggie McKenzie as the general manager when Mark Davis and they made that decision, I think Ron Wolf got involved with that one, and which was great, man. It was good because you just knew who had Al's back at that point, dude. Like, who's going to help this franchise for its future, man. So going back to Reggie McKenzie, I'm totally happy with what transpired with Reggie McKenzie. I know he blew some picks. I'm not discounting that. What I'm saying is just the transition from Al Davis to Mark Davis as an owner. Everything was a stepping stone to get where we're at right now. And look where we're at right now, man. John Gruden came back to the Raiders. Mike Mayock, you got probably one of the best talent evaluators. I'll just say one of the best talent evaluators out there who've seen the ins and outs of every organization throughout the league, knows the tendencies, not only that, but has relationships, so negotiating power right there, all that. So they make an innovating move and getting Mike Mayock, and so far we're seeing that pay off. And not only that, he relocated to another city. I mean, how many times do you see a team move from a city and succeed so far and sell out PSLs and all that? You don't see that every time. And so yeah, man, we're in different, like, compared to what people were talking about a year ago or 2 years, no, probably 2 years ago. Oh, the stadium's not going to be done. It's not going to be built in time. Oh, they're not going to be able to afford it. Or, oh, nobody's going to go to the game. Or, all this negative talk, man. Or, oh, why'd they trade away Khalil Mack? I mean, now look at what we're at, man. We're more excited than ever for what's to come in 2020. We're more than excited. We're more than excited for this new stadium. We see what it looks like. Right now we're seeing it visually. Like, you've seen it from the ground up. It's up. And now you're seeing this draft, and everybody is excited for this draft, man. Everybody is excited for this draft. Everybody wants to know what Mike Mayock is going to do in this draft. And it's insane, dude. This is what makes it fun, man. This is just what makes it fun, man. But I want to get back to one over here. The draft in Vegas, dude. Okay, so I was in Vegas March 1st through March 2nd. And of course, I was getting a lot of text, man, when I was out there, because everybody's like, hey, aren't you scared of like the corona? Like, that's when the coronavirus stuff was really heating up. And I was like, no, man, I'm just, I take my I take colloidal silver. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. I do a shot of that, like a little tablespoon of that a day. I mean, I'm pretty healthy overall, but I know this thing could probably take down anybody who I don't really know. I'm not a medical expert, but I do try to boost my immune system, all that stuff. So I take caution. I take my vitamins, all that stuff. I always try to make sure your immune system's boosted and all that. But I was getting some texts, like, hey, man, be safe, this and that. And I'm like, okay, whatever. But I got back and, then all this broke out. But man, I had an Airbnb, dude, in Vegas, because I normally stay at Link Hotel, Harrah's Casino. Most of the time when I go, I used to play a lot more like poker, craps, blackjack, all that. I used to gamble a little bit more, man, but more now lately when I go, I've been more, me and my wife go, so we end up partying, and then but I no matter what, I hit the strip, man. I have a good time, man. I go to Vegas at least 3-4 times a year. And this year, man, it was like $600 a night, dude, to get on the strip. And but I'm right there in that neck of the woods, right there, like and the Link Hotel, right? The Bellagio's right next door there. So they were gonna do the draft there. That was the plan, dude. But of course I got priced out, dude. I'm not gonna spend $600 a night, dude. But I found an Airbnb, dude, $50 a night, dude. It was $100 for 2 nights, Airbnb right off of Harmon Road, dude, in the residential area, like a little bit more inland in town, and which is like 5 minutes from the stadium, so we could go to the stadium if we wanted to check it out, whatever. And dude, my buddy were gonna go, bro. So it was like $50 for the both of us. Like I pay 50, he pays 50, dude, and we got our room, dude. And oh man, I was so looking forward to it, dude, because another thing, David, dude, if you a spot, dude, like Stage Door Casino, man, that is Harris Poison. Yeah, I love it, bro. Yeah, dude. And I'll get into that. What's up, Raider Rich? What's going down, brother? Hey, dude, but I'm gonna get into IE Air real quick. but yeah, no, man. So I was excited to go, dude. We had the budget perfect, dude. But not only that, but like Stage Door Casino, I know they've been promoting a lot. Like, hey, Raider Nation, come up into Stage Door Casino. Well, I was looking forward to that, because the last time I was there, I did not pop into Stage Door Casino, but dude, like right next to Stage Door Casino is one of my favorite spots in Vegas, dude. Batista's Hole in the Wall Italian freaking restaurant, dude. Like, if you guys like pasta, I don't know why lately I've been just craving pastas, dude. And a lot of carbs, man. I need that energy, And yeah, dude. And so like, hey man, what's up, man? What's going on, man? Hey, this is Frank Caliendo at his best. Hey, I'm Frank Caliendo's twin over here, dude, saying, hey, man. Good, man. But yeah, dude, but Batista's Hole in the Wall, that's the one, dude. That's like, dude, for some good pastas. Oh, dude, man. So I was really looking forward to this draft. I'm bummed, dude. Now, IE living, you brought up the smog, all that. No, bring it, J-Dog. Hey, I love it, bro. I love it, man. This is what makes it fun, bro. I appreciate you, man. And so you know that, man, right? Hey, man. For real, man. But now, IE living, dude. Check this out. Raider Rich, dude, and my man over there, dude, Raider Collie, bro. So IE, okay. IE's in the house right now, okay? So we need that smog, dude. Now check this out. I got my in-laws. They moved to Oregon like a couple years, about 10 years ago, actually. So, dude, I went up there like a year ago, dude. I visited for a whole week, dude. It was great. Don't get me wrong, dude. Like, the sun was out. It was beautiful. It was all green, dude. They got a lot of water, a lot of rivers. So I did the fishing, all that stuff. Had fun, all that. But, dude, like, literally like day 4, dude, I was like, yo, I need smog in my life. I need that California smog, dude. I need that IE air in my life, dude, just to balance out the chemicals, bro, And so like, but yeah, no, J-Dog, you want my like drafting 12, dude? I'm high on Henry Ruggs, dude. It's that Raider in me, bro, that speed, and but yeah, no, man, dude, like you know what's crazy about the word man is I've had to change it up so many times because so many conversations that like I've had you know what I mean? Like, hey Dave, I had one dude, he was sitting next to me in a work truck, dude. He goes, you know what, you say a lot. I go, what's that? He goes, you know what I mean? I go, okay, so I'm gonna stop saying you know what I mean. So I translated, I replaced that. I've filtered that one out, and I got the word man in there. It's either dude, hey dude, hey man. No, but Frank Caliendo, dude, man, that dude's tearing it up on Twitter right now, man. You gotta follow that dude, man. But yeah, no, Ruggs, dude, I'm high on him, man. I'm just high on him, man. He's one of those players, dude, that, yeah, that's what I see. I see only 2 drops I see only 2 drops in 2 seasons, and 3 seasons, or maybe it's 2 seasons, but because he had the 3 seasons. But what up, Watts? What's going down, dude? It is an IE thing, dude, bro, dude. And not only that, it's weird when you go outside, bro. Like, we got green grass everywhere, dude. What's up with all this rain, dude? Like I'm used to it being like 100 by now, dude. Like, what up, Watts? What's good, brother? I hope you're doing well, man. Hey, I hope we collab again this year, bro. It's going to be a good time, man. I hope we build this team right, dude, as we've been, man. But yeah, no, it's that IE thing, man. Like, yeah, no, and it sounds bad, dude, but I mean, like, even when you go outside, dude, and there's no traffic, it's like you kind of like, damn, dude, like you just want it to get back to what we're used to, dude. This is what we do out here, man. And the other day, dude, when the sun first popped out, I think it was like Thursday, dude. I was in the backyard, dude, fired up the grill. But the reason why I fired up the grill, dude, I could smell the neighbor's grill like 3 houses down, dude. I'm like, all right, dude, he's got the grill going. Dude, that's what I love, bro. I love it, dude, when the weather is great. You go outside, everybody's out and about doing their thing, dude, and you can just smell the barbecue, bro. And like, that's what I love about Cali, bro. That's why I can't leave, dude. I could never leave. And, yeah, dude, I could never leave Cali, bro. Never. What up? Oh, dude. So are you in elevate? Hey, Rich, are you elevation up there, bro? Or yeah, dude. Cause dude, I've like I don't know if you've been up to cause I've been up to the San Jacinto Mountains. I've taken my dog up there, dude, before, dude, on a clear day, dude. Oh shit. Yeah, dude. Cause yeah, dude, like I've hiked some of these mountains out here, bro, and like they're legit, dude. Like I got up to um what do you call it? Which one of it? Santa Rosa Plateau, dude. That's another one, dude. I hiked that, dude, and it's crazy, dude. It's like a 16-mile trail, but we got up. I think it was like 5,600 feet up, and dude, like on a clear day, one day, I could see the San Diego because I could see, San Clemente, and I looked down. I could see the San Diego skyline, dude, from the plateau up there, dude, 55 feet up. That's like right where I don't know if you know where Blue Jays up at the top of the hill is, like Ortega Highway up there. Pretty good spot, dude. Pretty good spot, bro. Hell yeah. Hey, J-Dog, you out here in Cali, or you out here in Cali too? Yeah. Yeah. I know, bro. Yeah. Yeah, bro, it's lame, dude. Like I went down there, and they're actually I had to do a job down in San Diego, dude, like about 2 months ago, dude. And dude, I was getting hit up, dude, $30, bro, to park. I had to park before I went on this job, dude. And yeah, it was right after Santa Ana winds. You're right, dude, because I was up. It was clear day, dude, clear day, and a dude pointed it out. He goes, "Yo, dude, that's the San Diego skyline." I mean, I'm not talking clear view of it, but you could see the skyline from the top of the mountain. There, it was pretty cool situation, man. But yeah, dude. Yeah, no, I used to watch. You know what, man? Yeah, bro. I mean, everything as far as like Chargers, Raiders, man, all that stuff. It's crazy, dude. Like half of everybody in San Diego, from my knowledge, bro, they jumped on the bandwagon, dude. Like I turn on like Extra Sports 1360. They talk like this is your Raider station, like for talk radio and stuff. It's crazy, dude. And bro, I'm telling you, dude, like it's crazy how Yeah, dude, it's bad. It's bad, bro. I can't. I probably couldn't say what I've seen on the internet here, but yeah, dude, I've had some situations out there, bro. It's pretty brutal, man, at times, dude. And not only that, dude. Yeah, it's crazy. It can get territorial out there, bro. It gets yeah. When it comes to that, it gets kind of territorial out there. I've seen some aggressive stuff go down, dude, where it's super aggressive and all that. But then I've had times out here in you know, what do you call it, dude? Riverside, bro. Riverside was a little rough last year, dude. When we were having that rain, I had a lot of jobs going out there, dude. And man, it was like, I some empty buildings I had to do out there, dude, that were out kind of like they're trying to, get businesses up over there, dude. And yeah, it was a couple little situations where it's like, all right, and then, dude, like, but probably one of the most, right on. Hey, bro, I can't. Hey, Dave Marks. Hey, check this out on the MoJoe's Podshow, dude. We're gonna be live streaming, dude, with Murph's Fan Cave and all that, man. So I hope I see you there Thursday night, bro. It'd be great, bro. Have a blessed evening, man, and be safe. And we'll see you again, man. Yeah, you're talking about with the Carson deal and all that. Yeah, man. Yeah, nice. So J Dog, where would let me see. So yeah, dude, yeah, bro, check this out, J Dog. Hey man, check this out, dude. You're right on YouTube, brother. And dude, I got my toilet paper, bro, at the 99-cent store, dude. 99-cent store has been my go-to, dude. Hey, dude, when I have people texting me, they're like, "Hey man, you all right? You got food?" I'm like, "Yo, bro, like." Every time, like me and the wife, dude, we hop in the ride, dude. We go freaking scouting for food, like, hey, we're going to stand in line over here. Winco, because Winco's one of my favorite stores, dude. 99-cent store, dog. Dude, I got the bomb pretzels, bro. I got like, those like Snyder, like sourdough pretzels, bro. I was like, dude, every time we go there, bro, I would be like, hey, can we live off this for a week? Hey, can we live off this, dude? Like, I'm talking all the microwave frozen goods, bro. I mean, I'm probably eating way unhealthier than my norm, dude. Like, cause I'm a veggie. I mean, I get my veggies, man. I usually am pretty health conscious, man. But yes, I got the microwave burritos, bro. All the frozen goods, all the good foods with preservatives, all that stuff, dude. And yeah, man, it's been a good time, dude. I mean, what am I saying? Good time, but it's been a good, good, like a good little move, dude, to roll up in the freaking up in the 99-cent store, dude. Because it was like, and I met it, dude. I gauged it out because I got the Costco toilet paper from, I still had a few rolls of that left, but dude, I sized it up to those, and that was 650 sheets on the Costco roll. Now the 99-cent store roll, 1,000 sheets, but you're paying $1 for one. But still, it's a fat roll, dude. It was like that. And it was just crazy, dude, because like when this all broke out like a month ago, and I went to the store the first time and everything's wiped out, dude. And I think I went and like one dude was like, "Hey, bro, we got a little 4-pack," and it was like the cheesy 4-pack rolls, dude. And I got a teenager, 18 years old, man. I'm like, "Hey," I had that one-on-one. I'm like, "Hey, come here. Can you make these 4 rolls last a month?" "Yes, Dad, I can do that. I can." So she pulled that off. So shout out to that. But man, every time I grow up in the 99-cent store, dude, I'm literally walking out, dude. Dude, they actually, know what they did to me, Watts, bro? And it was like, it sucked, bro, because I was doing the honest thing. Like, my grandfather's 90 years old. So, and we're trying to stop him, dude, because he's like, "Oh, I'm going to go out and do this." And we're like, "No, dude, you got to stay inside. Like, you got to, the government is making everybody stay inside, bro. You got to stay inside." And so we were helping him out, bro. And like, I went to the store and yeah, exactly. That's what I had to do too. I bought plenty of Kleenex boxes too, dude. So I grabbed a 4-pack for him and I had a 4-pack for me, but my wife grabbed the 4-pack and we pulled the move like, hey, we're not with each other here at the store, but they know us. They see us all the time there. So dude walked up to my cart, bro, and took my toilet paper out of my cart, dude. And I was like, I mean, I understood. I wasn't like I didn't cause a scene or anything. I was just like, "Yo, this sucks, dude. Like, for real?" Like, dude walked right. He's like, and he came up to me and goes, "Hey, bro, I'm really sorry, but I fucking took my toilet paper right out of my cart, bro." And so yeah, that was when shit got kind of real, dude. Where it's like, "Hey, man, all right, we got to be more, got to apply the tactics, to survival tactics, man, to get through this, man." So one of those things, dude. One of those things, man, where none of us have ever seen anything like this go down, dude. But yeah, man, Kleenexes, dude. I was buying those. And dude, like there was like probably a period of like 3 weeks straight where there was no toilet paper, dude. Like no toilet paper. I didn't see toilet paper for like 3 weeks. And then yeah, man, it was just like a week ago. I went in the 99-cent store, dude, and yeah, bro, right there, dude. And right there, dude, dollar, got those. What else did I get, dude? Yeah, give me at least $5. Hey, yeah, that's the cost of toilet paper right now. Especially if you're trying to remove somebody's toilet paper from their cart, that's $5. That's $5. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, they know me. They know me. So one of the managers actually, she saw it. So when I got to because I had to go around. Hey, what's up, girl? You remember when they took our toilet paper? But we love them, bro, and they love us, man. I have a good relationship pretty much everywhere I go, dude. Like pretty much everywhere I go, man. Like they know us, dude, and we get to know. Yeah, dissolves in your hand. Yeah, good old John Wayne. Good old John Wayne toilet paper, man. Let me tell you. Some troll selling it by the sheet on eBay. Yes. Yes, bring the yes. Hey, buy the sheet right here. You know what I'm saying? Like in a Ziploc baggie. Hey, bro, I saw they had that. Was that the ones in Ziploc baggies, dude, selling it like crack? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, man, dude, it's been some interesting times, man, and like there's gonna be a day, you know, we're gonna be able to just like the cloth diaper delivery. Oh, don't have no shit, dude. I love it, man. Hey, man, shout out to you guys, dude. Cheers to today, man. This is a great group. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro, they are. Yeah, overall, yeah, they are, man. But and like I said, I pretty much know everybody there. So when I got to the front, dude, like the manager came up. She's like, hey, you know, I'm really sorry. You know, and I'm like this and that. And I'm like, yeah, I'm like, no worries. I totally get what's going on. I see what's going on. And not only that, to be honest, like, I'm not concerned about myself, man, to be honest. You know, I mean, I think about, you know, you think about people that are disabled, you know, I mean, I think about there's always going to be somebody in a much more situation. And I did think for our senior citizens, man, when I'm out there, man, because when it first broke out, my last day of work was Friday the 13th in March, which was a trip, dude, because so I worked a day on the 13th, on the Friday the 13th, the last day, dude. All of a sudden I started getting calls, dude, like, hey, dude, like you can't come into work here. You can't do this. You can't do that. And so like everything just started shutting down, dude, like everything. And then of course I got the dumb questions like, hey, how come you're not working? I think you'd be working. You're pretty, cause I'm pretty much deemed, I'm in the trades. So like, you know, I do a lot of flooring stuff and basically, you know, like some trades are working, some aren't, you know what I mean? But every one of my customers, like I have a lot of I'm in medical facilities and stuff like that. And they had to hold their stuff, you know? Yeah, bro. And you just gotta know what, what do you call it? It's mainly safety precautions, bro. That's pretty much it. But you can easily do it. It's just always look out for the lawyers. It's a goodie classic. That's right. You are right, sir. You are right. It is a goodie classic, man. I got plenty of shredded t-shirts on hand, ready to go. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, because I used to wear a lot of shirts, dude, because I did HVAC, dude. So all I did was change out shirts every day, sweating, you name it. But yeah, no, man. But it was yeah. You like that, bro? I'm rocking the freaking dude. I don't really rock this shirt that much, bro. But I grew up with a guy that looks just like this guy, and we called him Chunk. You know, he's literally was a you know, literally looked exact spitting image, dude. And we called him Chunk, man. Drank a lot of Diet Pepsis growing up, dude. And I was one of those kids. We didn't, you know, we had peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and water, bro. Tap water. My mom was big on the tap water back in the day. Dude, you know what? Back or up? That's the because dude, there's a lot of teams that are saying they're going to trade up. So, like the Niners, they look serious, man. Like, what are the Niners trying to do here? Are they focused on offense? I mean, are they really high on this wide receiver class? Because the Niners really want to move up. From what I can see, man. I mean, they've already traded away DeForest Buckner, man, and you know, and they got the 13th overall pick from the Colts, so that's a big move right there. So there's been a lot of rumors that they want to package up both their first to move up, and then the what do you call it? Denver Broncos, dude. Because the Denver Broncos, now check this out. What's his name? Woody Page, dude? Oh, trade back. Okay, cool. Trade back? Yeah, man. Depends on who falls. Like, so let's say, how bad do one of these teams want an offensive tackles? You know, how bad do they want if a defensive tackle? Because I see defensive tackles falling in the first round. You know what I mean? So it depends, man, on how these teams move up. You know how they, yeah. You know, I do watch. You know me, man. I was reaching on Simmons early on, and I was hoping that he would fall. But I think now, I think he's probably going to be gone for sure in the top 10. But I have him on my mock going third overall. The Detroit Lions. I think they, you know, probably be one of the better moves for them because you know they have all kinds of things they need to fix over there. They got probably one of the tougher divisions, you know, and he could definitely light it up. But you know, with that said, you know, these other teams seem really aggressive, like the Broncos, because with Woody Page and what he said coming out of Denver, you know, he hit it last year with man, fuck Detroit. But yeah, bro, I saw them back in the day too. I saw them back in the day, bro, with Barry Sanders, man, and yeah, man. But dude, yeah, no, I know, man, bro. And you know what's crazy is actually we got a Lions fan in the family, bro. Like I'm not even lying. My stepdad's from Detroit, but yeah, no. So that's how I because he's a big Central Michigan fan, dude. And last year he gave me the insight on Max Crosby, but yeah, man. You know, dude, like I see the Raiders. You know, as far as like the Broncos, they could be serious contenders moving up, dude. Because with Woody Page and what he says, man, that they want to get inside the top 10, possibly trade up to 8. I think that's a serious report, you know, because, and not only that, you know, he does have that inside information with the Broncos, you know, he's a pretty big name out there. And he did hit last year's pick, man. He gave the inside on, like, I think it was who they draft, the tight end, Noah Fant, dude. He said they would get him and they pretty much did. So, you know, so I just kind of took what he said kind of seriously, but so let's trade 12 for 3 to get Simmons. Would you do it? Hell, well, yeah, yeah. But the thing is, but you would have to package up something else. You'd probably have to package up future first round, 12 and a third. I don't think you're gonna. Yeah, dude, it's to get to 3 for Isaiah Simmons because there's a teams already offering the Redskins, dude. I mean, the Redskins probably won't take any offers, dude, because you know, Chase Young's a real deal, dude, and you can't discount what Ohio State's put out in the last few years. You know, you got Nick Bosa, man, who came on the scene strong, dude. I mean, they got in the Super Bowl first year with Nick Bosa, man, and he tore it up. And Chase Young, they're saying, is the best edge rusher they've seen, you know, aside from Nick Bosa, because so Chase Young, I think, you know. With that right there, just teams trying to move up to 3, just hoping that maybe Chase Young would fall to them. I mean, so the offers are going to be insane, I think, dude. But yeah, I don't think we should trade up. You know, I mean, it'd be giving up too much draft capital, and you know, I mean, as much as I love Simmons, I think he's a solution to a lot of what goes on the defense, and what you know, he's a solution as far as the problem that we've had. You know, covering guys like Travis Kelce, you know. You heard of Bosa as the edge? Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. I've read some crazy stuff on Chase Young. And then all of that, just from what I watched, man, like last year, Chase Young just caught my eye right off the get. I mean, dude, to week 1 and week 2, bro, last year in college football, I mean, Chase Young and the other player, dude, that caught my attention, dude, CD Lamb, dude, those two, like right off the bat, they were like definitely on the radar. So it doesn't surprise me that Chase Young's number 2, and it doesn't surprise me that CD Young is the top wide receiver, you know, coming out in this draft. So, but yeah, man, it's going to be interesting, dude. You know how things unfold, man, because there's going to be a lot of activity in the top 15. There's just too much going on, dude, with, there's just too much going on in the top 15. I mean, so because you're going to have because if a player falls to you, like, let's say like I've been saying a lot, like Derek Brown might slip, dude. Like, what if he slips to 12 and then you got a team that's like, dude, they're ready to package up a deal and give you an offer, like to move up to 12, and you can still get your guy, whoever the Raiders have on their high on their board, you know, because we don't know who they have high on their board right now, as much as I want it to be Henry Ruggs. But, you know, I mean, like, so they might have a team high on their board, and you know, who knows who they deal with at that point if a player falls, even a quarterback. I mean, it could be a quarterback. You say like a Marquez, I'm not saying, what's his name? Tua Tagovailoa, man. What if he falls, dude? And a lot have been saying that. They're starting to say that at least. So, and then you're talking about trade value for a quarterback. And this time around, if that happens, this time around, okay, so we go back to let's just say we're picking 10, right? Back in the day, 2018 draft, with Mike Mayock now as the general manager compared to then, we're going to get more value out of that pick than we did in 2018 when we traded back 5 spots. I felt like we didn't get the true value for a team like Arizona who wanted a quarterback. I mean, they wanted a quarterback, and they were aggressive enough. You probably could have negotiated a little bit more draft capital out of that situation, maybe even a player. So I think if something similar like that happens, like what happened in 2018, where we trade back 5 spots and we got Colton Miller, if that something like that was to transpire this year, I think we're getting way more draft value in return because of what's at stake, man, because of what players are going to be sitting there, dude. I mean, you could have a defensive tackle at that point, an offensive tackle. Those are foundational pieces that teams really like to build their teams around. And you think of a team, which team is going to need to address that need. So yeah, man, I think this year, definitely more value because of so many playmakers, the foundational pieces, offensive tackle, defensive tackle, the quarterback position. What if teams are high on Jordan Love? What if Jordan Love's a top 15 pick in a lot of other organizations' eyes? I mean, you never know who's going to really be aggressive at that time. Yeah, true. And then you know what? Hey, J-Dog, I'm with you on Higgins, bro, and Mims. Those are basically all 5 receivers that you just laid out. Those are my top 5 receivers right there. And I do rank, I'm high on Ruggs. I'm high on Ruggs mainly because of the ceiling. Not that I'm discounting CeeDee Lamb or Jerry Jeudy, but I'm just high on Ruggs because who knows what level he could take it to in the NFL, and that risk reward is always worth it, man, because if you hit big, man, and it could pay off for a long time. And not only that, Henry Ruggs knows his position right now, man. He knows there's other wide receivers in this. Yes, Rager too as well. And I have him going in the second round. I think I have him 44th overall to the Colts. I think I got him. Yep, I got him 44th overall to the Colts. And then I just got my 2 sheets of like 2 first round and second round right there. I did a complete 7 round though. Complete 7 round mock is completed. But, like I said, like imagine you draft like a guy like Henry Ruggs and he turns out to be the guy you drafted him to be that guy, like that's your guy. He knows that. He knows his stance right now. He remembers all this talk right now that's going on, man. And he's going to be like, yo, dude, this team believed in me, man. This team, when everybody was saying this one player, this team believed in me because they knew what my potential was. And dude, another thing is like Josh Jacobs is another one, man. Like, I mean, the Raiders get him at number 24. He knew what the Raiders valued him at right there. And you saw how that translated last year, man. The guy played with a fractured shoulder, pretty much most of, a good portion of the year. Yeah, me too, man. I'm big on it, dude. And it's the right thing to do, Marcus, because in the NFL, a committee of backs is where it's at, man, because we see it all time and time, man. I mean, the Pittsburgh Steelers, they always have a running back ready to step in if a running back goes down. The Denver Broncos, they always have a running back. The Chiefs, they always have a running back. Even the Chargers, man, they got Austin Eckler, man, and we wouldn't even really know who he was, but and he's playing light. So you got to have the right chips in place, man, especially building that committee of backs. And And dude, like Higgins, like I didn't finish my point on Higgins, dude. He is one of those wide receivers. He can play. You can line him up anywhere, anywhere. He can play the slot. He can play outside. You name it. So, I'm a fan of Fournette, bro. I love Leonard Fournette. I'm a fan of him, dude. 4th rounder. Is that what the asking price is right now? Is that what the asking price is right now for because I saw Fournette's got on the block. I saw Mims. I'm sorry, I saw Fournette is on the trading block, and I forget which team. There's a team that was interested in him. But I'm a fan of Fournette, though. Don't get me wrong. I liked him when he came out, and I liked him. I pretty much liked him throughout the year, and not this year, so to say, but the year before that, man. I always get him on my fantasy team. He hasn't paid off the last couple years, but but Jacksonville, man, another fire sale, man. Here we go. You know what I'm saying? The Florida Marlins and the Jacksonville Jaguars, man. When they get good, it's time for a fire sale. But yeah, no, man. But damn, dude. Yeah, man. Jacksonville, man. We're gonna see, man, because bust in the draft. There we go. Whoo. All right, let's look at this list here. I'll let you guys pop off for a little bit, man. Bust in the draft. Okay. All right, I'm going to go strong here on this one, dude. I'm going to say I've been too up and down on this player for too many years, dude. Last year, I didn't value him, and this year I started to overvalue him. I'm just going to say Justin Herbert, dude. Justin Herbert, bro. That's where I'm going to go bust. As much as I started to like him, but I'm gonna say Justin Herbert, bro. Could be, I'm just gonna say probably a bust, dude. And the PFF, they, dude. Well, they got my sleeper last year. You know what my sleeper last year in the draft was Darius Slayton, dude, from Auburn, dude. Loved everything about that kid, and they got him in the 5th round. Of course, we got Hunter Renfrow, but. Dude, if New York took Herbert, that would be hilarious. I don't see it happening. I think their GM does have he probably is loose as he seems, man. He's probably a little bit more. I think he's a little bit more. He's level-headed, dude, to a certain degree. I mean, he did get Daniel Jones last year, and nobody really saw that coming. So, but yeah, that would be funny. That would be funny, man. So. Yeah, but yeah, man, that would, but yeah, I think New York, man, this year I got them taking Tristan Wirfs, dude. They invested so much in, of course, taking Daniel Jones. Nobody really saw that coming. And so this year, I think they do get the offensive tackle. I think it's Tristan Wirfs, man, as much as, like I said, these guys are all good though, man, like Mekhi Becton, Andrew Thomas from Georgia, he could be and Jedrick Wills, those two are the more like proven guys, whereas like Wirfs and Becton, they just got that insane athletic ability. They're proven, but they just got that ability where it's like next level. Like if you get that guy and it pays off, it's crazy, so, but yeah. Yeah. So did you say Watts, you said, Fournette had 1,600 yards rushing last year? Did he? Yeah. But yeah, no, man, you know what, man, more than anything, as far as Jacksonville goes, man, like that's that one game, man, that was the upsetter, man. Gardner Minshew, dude, like that guy, that's another guy, man. Like some have even rumored, like, yeah, I know, but man, the one thing that bums me out about last year was Gardner Minshew wanted that win in Oakland more, it seemed. That's just the vibe I got, man, in that game, that he wanted that win. And, of course, us fans wanted that win more than anything. But that was that one thing about that last year that just stood out to me, man. Trevor Lawrence, dude. Now, see, here if you could get, like if you did trade back, like let's say you trade back and you're getting draft capital, and let's say you go next year, you're just like, hey man, we're going to bank with the team that, depending on what team you think might fare bad, but if you get future first round picks, that could make 2020 really exciting if you're still looking like, hey, you know what, the Raiders might need to go in a different direction at quarterback. So they go a different direction at quarterback, Trevor Lawrence is the guy you want to have in line, man, so yeah, I have him to the Chargers, man. I have Herbert to the Chargers, and Oregon quarterback, very similar. They got Dan Fouts. I'm not trying to sleep on Herbert. Trust me. I've just been up and down with him, man. I've been up and down with him. And so last year he was like pretty much projected he was going to be a top 5 pick, coming out this year. and so yeah, so I just been kind of up and down. But one thing is, I think it was PFF that put out a stat, and they had a nice comparison. I thought it was fair, but they said, they compared him basically to Mitch Trubisky, and I thought it was fair to a certain degree. Yeah, man, going to the Bengals, yeah. But I do like Burrow, though. I like Burrow. I'm a fan of him, but but yeah, going to the Bengals, man, yeah, you're doomed, man. You're doomed. Yeah, dude, and just to give you a heads up on P33 is, dude, like Ruggs, that's same exact scenario, man, with Jacobs and Ruggs, not utilized in the game plan in Alabama, like, like you would see like Jerry Jeudy and all them this year, and not only that, they had a homeboy, the other guy, Devonta Davis, man, he was actually their leading wide receiver last year. He's not even entering the draft this year, so I think he had like 1,200 yards. Yeah, and he had or in regards to what do you call it? What was I gonna say? Yeah, he was a 3-year starter at Oregon too. Yeah, no, definitely. And I've had my eyes on him, dude. My buddy loves him. So we trade a lot of this talk going back and forth. And so even last year, dude, he's like, what do you think of Herbert? And there's a lot of things. Like I said, the mobility, the size. I think he's like 230, 6'6". The Senior Bowl, dude, he really showed like NFL throwing capability, dude, in the Senior Bowl, in my opinion, throwing the ball low and away. But if I'm going to go bust in the first round, man, because, it's the draft, you got to at least take 50%. They say 30% of the draft of the first round is typically pans out in the NFL. So I'm kind of going 50-50, but yeah, man, if I'm going to go bust, I'm going to lean on Herbert. Eugene, Oregon, right on. Yeah, man, I that's where my in-laws live up there, dude. So that's when I go to Oregon, dude, I visit there, dude. Bro, I checked out the Duck Stadium and all that, dude. It's legit up there, man. Like, I want to check out a game up there sometime, man. I don't know how hard it is to get tickets, but I want to definitely check that out. Because I checked out the stadium, and it's pretty impressive stuff, man. It's cool. A lot of nice people up there, man. It's different. It's not for me, though. Oregon's, it rains a lot. It ain't my deal, man. We got a lot of rain here in Southern California. I was reminded real fast that I'm a sunshine kid, but yeah, no, man, I'm not trying to sleep on Herbert, but, trust me, I've just been up and down. But if I had to go bust, I'm going to probably lean on Herbert, dude. And then just kind of going through the loop. I'm really big on Jordan Love, dude. I've always liked him, man. But I can't doubt AJ Epinesa out of Iowa, dude. Those guys typically play, it's pretty tough school there. And then, yeah, I don't think CJ Henderson's going to be a bust, man. I think like the last 5 years, dude, they said like Florida schools have put out some of the better cornerbacks. So, that'd be great, dude. Get him low, Crosby. Yeah, no, Crosby's what an impressive player, dude. What was it? Like, what was it? What game was it last year, dude? It was the Detroit game. Was it the Detroit game? Yeah, Detroit game, dude, where the first play of the Bengals game, dude. I think it was the first play of the Bengals game when he rocked freaking Finley, bro. Like, that was probably one of his quickest moves coming. That was when he's really starting to like gel, and he was really starting to identify, find his identity in the NFL. Because early on, man, he was getting a lot of bad calls, a lot of cheap calls from the refs, dude, that were freaking flagging him. And, I thought that was, stuff like that bugs me, dude, especially with younger players, dude. I think referees got to take that stuff in consideration. Come on, man, this guy's career, dude. He did his job, man, at the highest level, and you just flagged him for a late hit on the quarterback. So there was a lot of that going on, but it was that Cincinnati game, dude, in my opinion. That's when they really hit that 6-4 peak. But that game, man, he was really dominating off that edge. And I know he didn't have that 5-sack performance. I think a week later he had that 5-sack performance against the Chargers, or not 5-sack performance, but the defense had 5 sacks. But man, that game against Cincinnati, and I know Cincinnati was like an 0-10 team at that point, but man, he freaking, Yeah, dude, and I agree, man. I did see that. Not saying that but I don't think he'll be a bust because of it. Because sometimes corners don't tackle, and I'm big on corners that can tackle. But yeah, no, I feel you on that, dude. Totally. And you're right. He didn't. He's not a physical. He's not an aggressive quarterback. I mean, a cornerback. But and my guy, dude, I think you already know this, man. But my guy is Javaris Davis, dude, from Auburn, dude. I love that kid. It's just, man, his size. That's the only thing. He's like 5'9", but man, that dude's big on contact. And there's just something about him about breaking ripping the ball free. I'm still big on that old school style, dude. When you can get your hands on the football and rip it away from a player, and you can, when you have stripping the ball, man, that's just a huge deal to me, man. And it's still, that old school mentality still exists, But yeah, he is. He's got that 4.340. So is Javaris Davis. He's got that 4.340 too. Like I said, the Auburn players, bro, it's weird, man. Dude, I don't know why. Every year I get sold on an Auburn player. Last year it was Darius Slayton. The year before that it was Kerryon Johnson. Yeah, he was, dude. Mac could pickpocket a quarterback, man. He had that pickpocket move, and then he even showed it up even better with Chicago, man. It was insane, but, and I wish we could have kept Mac, man, but, unfortunately, this is, it's crazy, man. It's crazy what direction you have to go in with your personnel, man. If you're going to pay defensive players or offensive players, and it's just crazy. This league's an offensive driven league, man. The thing is hopefully, they can still build this defense in the later rounds, just like they did last year. I mean, finding a guy like Max Crosby in the 4th round, guys like, what's his name, dude? The tight end, dude, from, where did we get him from? LSU, dude. LSU's tight end that freaking turned out great last year for us. Why the hell did I forget his name? Damn it. He tore his knee at the end. Why am I forgetting our tight end's name, dude, from LSU last year? But anyway, dude, I mean, what, 5-6 touchdowns, dude? Like, I mean, dude, so like, and then you got freaking, what do you call it, dude? Foster Moreau. Yes. Foster Moreau. Yes, dude. Now, dude, insane how you get, and Trayvon Mullen, dude, I already think, and I view him as a number 1 corner already. Damon Arnett is good. He's moving up in value, dude. But yeah, no, and he's moving up. He's like projected 2nd round now. But yeah, dude, Trayvon Mullen, dude, man, high on that dude, man. You're saying Damon Arnett's a slot corner? Because I think he's got the length and the height to possibly be a cornerback number 2. Because I think priority number 1 should be getting a cornerback number 2. Like get, if you're not going for or cornerback number 1 or 2, you want that competition with Mullen, because I really view Mullen as a cornerback number 1. But then for slot, like, I really like Javaris Davis, man. I like that 4.340. I like the aggressive ball play, the ball hawking skills, everything, dude, that kid has to offer, just the demeanor, dude. And the Raiders, I read, are really high on him too, man. I like Winfield Jr. a lot, dude. He's actually one of my higher ranked safeties in this draft, dude. I like him a lot, man. Right now, I just got McKinney ranked ahead of him, but right now I got it like McKinney, Winfield, and then Delpit, dude. AJ Terrell, a lock at 19. Right on, man. Hey, if we get Terrell, I'm gonna be stoked, dude. I'm gonna be stoked, bro. I just think maybe 2nd round. But that's just me. I'm just going off what like last year a little bit, with Trayvon Mullen going in the 2nd round, and and Trayvon Mullen going in the 2nd round, and then what's his name slipped too, Greedy Williams, dude. Dude, Jalen Johnson, dude, let me tell you about that, bro, because I'm high on him, bro. Now, Jalen Johnson, 3 shoulder surgeries, I believe, dude, 3. And last year, he played the entire year, dude. I think he had the torn labrum or something, dude. He had something screwed up in his shoulder. And no, AJ Terrell is like, I think he's like 6'1", maybe 6'2". But dude, now check this out.
dude, Jalen Johnson, I think they said he broke his shoulder. He tore the labrum like week 2. He played the whole year in pain, dude. They said his coaches said he was in pain, all that. I know they're going to, they're going to spruce that up, of course, come draft talk. But yeah, he just did have, I think he did have the shoulder surgery after the combine or before the combine. And so, so yeah, man. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, you can heal real quick. Yeah, no, I love him I love him. I drafted him in my draft league. I got him in my draft league. Just so you guys know, I'm in a draft league. It's like 32 dudes, man, and it's like a fantasy football league, dude, but we draft. And I got the Colts this year. I had to draft for them. But Jalen Johnson was my first pick with pick number, I have my Colts draft right here. It is Jalen. I got Jalen Johnson, pick number 44. I got T. Higgins, number 34 overall. Jalen Johnson, number 44 overall. But yeah, man, I went heavy into that pick, dude, because I had to justify that shoulder surgery, dude, in that draft, And then pick number 75, I got Raekwon Davis. Pick number 122, I probably reached right here, dude. Man. I got Shaquille Quarterman, 4th round, pick number 22. So trust me, if he gets drafted in the 4th round, dude, I'm going to be excited because that helps me try to win this league. And then 5th round, I got J.R. Reed, safety out of Georgia. And then 6th round, believe it or not, I got Kobe Parkinson, dude, Stanford tight end. That guy slipped. I felt like that guy was truly a 4th rounder. Pick number 197, I got Courtney Davis, wide receiver from Texas A&M. And then, the undrafted list, dude, right here. There's a player in here, dude, that Levante Bellamy, dude, running back from Western Michigan, dude. That's one guy. He had 1,400 yards rushing last year. He just comes from a smaller school. So basically, yeah. So Levante Bellamy was kind of like my undrafted find right there. And then the other one is Jordan Fuller, dude, from Ohio State, dude. That guy, I just like Jordan Fuller, man. I know he's been up and down on mocks, dude. Sometimes he's in the 5th, sometimes he's in the undrafted class, but I think as far as Mike Mayock, dude, and cornerbacks, dude, I really think based on what he says, typically he's talking about measurables and he's talking about, he seems to focus on the prototype, measurables. If you got long arms, you got the length, the height. We saw how that translated last year with Trayvon Mullen. I mean, he quickly, dude, first second round pick in a while that we've seen on the field. We haven't seen any of our second round picks doing much, in the last 5-6 years. So it was a breath of fresh air to see, Trayvon Mullen step in the scene, second round pick, man. And he nearly had some pick sixes, man, on the field, dude. And if that clicked earlier, you know what, dude? I think I had my comparison to Trayvon Mullen. It might be a little bit of a stretch to a certain degree, but I compared him to Marcus Peters, dude. Very similar in how they break on the ball, dude. It's that quick instinct, man, where you're watching the quarterback's eyes and boom, yeah, Joyner's a shocker, dude, in the slot, man, because, well, not in the slot, but they said he was good for the slot, but as a free safety with the Rams, he was pretty good, so it seemed like a good signing, but man, he got torched last year. And and trust me, when it comes to the height though, I never so that's why I'm saying he couldn't, I think he could play free safety. That's the crazy thing. I think he actually could ball at free safety, dude. I just think the slot, you might be asking too much, or if maybe just the big hole at linebacker, dude, was a big, the hole at linebacker was a big need, man, that wasn't filled last year. So we'll see how that changes. But Cameron Dantzler, cornerback from Mississippi State, heck yeah, dude. Give me any one of those guys from Mississippi State, dude. I think that's a tough program there, dude. And yeah, Dantzler, no, I'm definitely high on that kid, dude. And yeah, dude, no, all these schools, dude, out there, in the SEC, dude, yes, dude. Yeah, because that's now presidential trill. Hey, dude, we got to talk on that one because remember we talked about. I'm with you 110. I truly view Jonathan Abram as a strong safety because I remember we talked about that, dude. And Jonathan Abram, I think in the first game they put him at free safety, and I'm wondering why they did that. And I'm thinking they did that to compensate because he's got that 4.40. So yeah, not only that, but where what's his name's worst game, dude? Like Joyner, dude, like that first game against KC or the set week 2 when we played KC, dude, like that was insane, dude. How bad they got burned. And I know Curtis Riley, you could hold it. I don't think he was in the big picture yet. I don't think they were. Did they rotate him in that game? I can't remember. But Curtis Riley and LaMarcus Joyner were the two getting torched the entire season. But it really showed in that KC game, dude. You know what I mean? And you're just getting burned, down the field, dude, for big plays, dude. And in a short period of time, we saw 28 points. They got lit up for 28 points in one quarter. And the big argument is, if the Raiders could have just played that 1 second quarter, that they probably could have won that game. But I don't know, man. I just looked at that as like that was like Andy Reid exposing those guys, dude, and exposing our defense at the worst, in the worst way, dude. I mean, so yeah, one of our top free agent signings in LaMarcus Joyner, man, getting torched in that game, if I recall, and many other games, dude. But yeah, man, it's going to be interesting, dude, how they do it, because I think they're going to rotate the safeties, though. With the safety play, I think they're going to rotate those guys a lot, and I wish I could put a nail on the head, hit the nail on the head on what they're going to do with Jonathan Abram, dude, because we only saw him in one game. I truly think, just as Presidential Trill says, dude, I truly think that Jonathan Abram is your box safety, definitely, but why did they put him at free safety? I don't know, man. Is it so he doesn't kill somebody? Doesn't kill a quarterback? Because I mean, if you're sending Jonathan Abram, dude, after the quarterback, dude, he's probably gonna hit him in the helmet, dude. I mean, if you watch his tape at Mississippi State, dude, he dots quarterbacks right in the dude. Like, I mean, I'm talking headshots, man. I'm talking Abram, dude, is vicious, dude. He's vicious, bro, and he goes for the head, dude. And I mean, I don't frown on that kind of stuff, but I'm just saying, dude, if he's lined up in the box, bro, and you're giving him a fair, and he gets a free shot, let's say you send Abram on a blitz, dude, and he gets a free shot, dude, on Patrick Mahomes, dude, it could, I mean, like I said, it just depends on our coaching staff. You know what I mean? Like, me personally, I'm probably going to put Jonathan Abram in the box, bro. I mean, I'm like, hey, man, hey, just think about your career. All I'm going to do is hey, man, think about your career, but do what you got to do at the same time. You know what I mean? If you got to do it, Jonathan Abram. Go get him. And hey, real quick, though, man, we got to come up with a good nickname for Abram, dude. We got to come up with a good nickname. I call him the human firewall, dude. That was kind of, I don't know if that translates well, but let's get a good nickname for Abram, dude. I look at him like that, he's like a freaking I just call him the human firewall. That's what it is, dude. You know what I mean? Because he is a vicious safety, and I love the safety position. I'm all about hitting. I'm all about sending a message, man, early on in the game, man. You think back 2 Super Bowls ago, dude, Brandon Cooks, the Patriots dump it off to Brandon Cooks, dude, and Brandon Cooks gets lit up in that Super Bowl. I felt like that play set that tone for the Eagles to win their very first Super Bowl. And, so yeah, man, yes. And that's the key, is staying healthy, man. And here it is Monday night, dude. I'm excited for what this team has to bring. I'm excited for that Monday night game versus Denver. You see what's his name, dude? Garyon Conley. There was that scene where, Abram and Garyon Conley are flying out of bounds, and Abram's leg or thigh hit Conley and jammed his neck, dude. And you're seeing Conley getting carted off the field, and you're thinking, oh shit, dude. And Abram, he's just doing his job. He's doing what he does. That was totally unintentional. But next thing you know, you're like, wait, Garyon Conley's fine. He's released from the hospital the next day. And then you got Jonathan Abram, dude. You're getting a report wait, what? He might miss the season, dude? What? Torn labrum? Oh, he's going to try to play through it? And then not only that, he had the torn labrum, but didn't he tear his rotator cuff with the labrum? Didn't he freaking wreck his shoulder, if I recall? I don't think it was just a labrum, if I recall. I thought he had a little partial tear in and his rotator cuff as well. But no matter what, he wrecked his shoulder, dude. And it didn't look like it either. But yeah, that's where I got my fingers crossed, dude. Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm so happy that we got. I mean, probably the biggest news this offseason though is signing Corey Littleton. Corey Littleton, dude. Corey Littleton, dude. Just your blue collar freaking. Yeah, so he tore his rotator cuff and he tore his labrum. And yes, dude, let me tell you something, dude. Corey Littleton, dude, is your coverage linebacker, dude, but pretty much your do-it-all linebacker, dude. But, dude, what's great about it is, his I listened to his interviews, dude, out here, dude, because, with the LA Rams and all that, and they would have the interview, and he's a local kid, dude. He played at Sweetwater, down Sweetwater. Which school, dude, was it? I forget what school he played at, dude. One of the high schools down here. Yeah, dude. Okay, so Sweetwater, you're out in Sweetwater area, dude, out there. Which school was it out there, bro? That why am I forgetting the high school out there? Yeah, bro, because so you must be in like Chula Vista area, dude, out there, East County. You're probably East County, bro. And so yeah, dude, back in the day, dude, like if we're talking Sweetwater, Helix High, Mount Miguel, there you go. He came from Mount Miguel, spot on. So, dude, check this out, bro. Back in the day, dude, so okay, I'm one of 5 kids, so like I was born in 78, but my brother's like 11 years older than me, dude. Back in the 80s, dude, freaking dude, like those schools, well, they're still good, bro, but like that his draft was, so he was 4 years in the league, so he would have been in the 2015 draft. I think he was undrafted, dude. Corey Littleton went undrafted. The Rams got him in the undrafted class, I believe, and then he just evolved by year 2. I think it was like year two. He started to evolve like from special teams, and he became their starter. And with their Super Bowl year, dude, he really freaking had I think he had like 100 plus. He was hitting that 130 tackle, 140 tackle range. He had the picks. He has the blocked punts. I mean, there was a lot of things Corey Littleton has done, but he's basically. Yeah. Okay. So, okay, cool, dude. Marcus, I watched all those high school. Remember Prep's Pigskin Report, dude, back then? Because I was in Escondido, dude, back then, dude. And my 1-bedroom apartment. Shout out to that, dude. Who, you thought I was 30 years old? Bro. Dude, my wife was just saying that. She goes, everybody thinks you're a kid, dude. She goes, Grimy, everybody thinks you're a kid. I'm fucking 40. I'll be 42 this year, dude. So, I appreciate that, dog. You know what I'm saying? So, like, check this out. Yeah, bro, KUSI Prep Pigskin Report, dude. Friday nights, every time, dude, because I played for Orange Glen, dude, and then Valley Center ended up getting their own high school. I graduated back in 97. But when, dude, like, bro, hell yeah, dog, the 40 Club, bro. Hanging, dude. I'm trying to be a kid, man. I'm always, every day, man, I'm trying to still be that kid at heart, dude. But yeah, bro, like, dude, so like that time, bro, was such a good time, bro. I lived right by, it was a 1-bedroom apartment, right by a 7-Eleven, so I could walk to the store, grab a beer, grab a Big Gulp, whatever. Buddies would always cruise over. Dude, Reggie Bush, bro, and Alex Smith. And Alex Smith, I didn't think he would be that good in the NFL. Alex Smith actually shocked me how he developed, man, because really it was the Reggie Bush show. They had the other wide receiver. Didn't they have a wide receiver he played for Oceanside. There was a wide receiver that played because they played Oceanside in the CIF. They played Oceanside in the CIF championship game that year at the stadium. And then, yeah, dude, like we've seen so many damn good players come out of Southern California, dude. Like, but anyway, going back in the day, bro, like in the 80s. So my brother, he's already in high school, dude. He's dating chicks, all that. But back in the 80s, it was a cool thing to have your little brother with you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, little brother, you want to come roll, dude? We're going to go ride some roller coaster. We went to those, you remember those cheap carnivals, bro, with like the craziest looking fools like that are operating. Remember the carnivals back in the day, dude? You'd have homeboy that had like a hook in his hand, like a missing hand and a hook with the lever, bro. Like freaking right there, freaking, like, dude, you're like about, like, I remember, dude, I choked on my gum. I gotta have candy in my mouth, dude. But all those days, bro, my brother would take me to those carnivals with his date, dude. And I'd be like the tag along little brother. But we would go to we went to all those games, dude, in the 80s, dude. So Helix High, Morse, bro, good times, man. A lot of those guys end up playing the NFL, dude. Like half those guys playing in the NFL, dude. It was crazy, man. Crazy time. But yeah, man, no, I did not miss a Reggie Bush moment back then, dude. Damian Williams went to Mira Mesa High. Did not know that, dude. Did not know that. It's crazy, man, because I read up on players even now, dude. Like, because I'm not tapped into the news like I used to. I used to listen to a lot of talk radio, a lot of local talk radio, so they'd always talk about the kids, the next up-and-comers, all that. And I used to actually go to the football camps, dude, back in the day. I didn't have a son myself. I have a daughter, but my buddy, dude, his son was playing Pop Warner back then, and so we would go to, like, Darian Gordon, dude. He had a lot of football camps, so it was Darian Gordon, his football camp, and we went to Mira Mesa High School, as a matter of fact, dude. It was over there at Mira Mesa, dude, so it was good times, bro, like, because back then, so, like, what was that, like, that was, like, year 2000, dude, so I was, like, 22 years old back then, and, dude, like, I was going to coaching clinics and stuff like that because I wanted to become a high school coach, but, I never did, but down the road, I'm still thinking about that stuff, dude, because kids are raised, all that, dude, but yeah, dude, but during that time, that was a good time, dude. I was going to all those football camps, Darian Gordon. I'm trying to remember who else was there, dude. There was another, Gil Bird. Remember Gil? He used to play for the Chargers. He was a cool dude, man. So Gil Bird, there was, who else, dude? But yeah, man, dude, some of the good times out there, dude, and just playing, back in the day, dude, like teams like Oceanside, Rancho Buena Vista High School. My buddy's cousin played for them. Pisa Toa Samoa, dude, the linebacker for the Rams, the St. Louis Rams during that first Super Bowl when they had Kurt Warner, and that was my buddy Joe's cousin, dude. And so yeah, bro, like just crazy how. But I'm not up to like Damian Williams. Thanks for updating me because I wouldn't have caught that one, dude. And it's crazy when I'm doing research on some of these players and I see some of the kids that are coming out of the schools over here, dude. And it's crazy stuff, man, dude. And but yeah, man, out here, dude, I like even gone to a couple high school games out here, dude. And like, yeah, dude. And then with our linebacker core right now, dude, you got Markel Lee. I've always been a fan of him. But Nicholas Morrow, Corey Littleton, Kwiatkowski, dude. Once again. Littleton, he'll probably be like more of the piece involved, the full-time duty linebacker, depending on which route they go. Because if they get like, say, Kenneth Murray in the first round, if they were to go that route, then say Kenneth Murray, he'd probably be your all-down linebacker, 3-down linebacker, with Corey Littleton, I would think. And then you'd have your other rotational guys, depending on what personnel Paul Gunther is putting on the field. And not only that, but still kind of question on how they're going to, what kind of personnel they're going to bring in for the roster. And the reason why I'm saying that is because we saw, what's his name come in, dude? Rod Marinelli, dude. So with him coming in the picture, dude, like, is this a process of phasing out Gunther in the long run? I mean, that's the big question for me. I'm not trying to throw Gunther under the bus, but I'm just saying, like, that's the big question for me is that it's a sign, that, hey, maybe they phase him out. Like, hey, dude, you're on the, you got to get this fixed by week 6, or your guy's right here next in line that's going to step up, so that's my only thing with personnel, like, because, is Marinelli going to run something similar to Gunther? Because Gunther's scheme does seem kind of complicated. Yeah, dude, I agree. I'm a fan of Murray. It's that dog mentality. We've talked about that stuff, and the more of those guys you get on the defensive side of the football, I think the more it's having those locker room breakdowns, dude. Like, for instance, let me put a good for me, dude. What really bugged me, bro, the Tennessee game. You're at that point, okay, dude. You blew it against the Jets. You blew it against the Chiefs. You came off 6-4. You caught the media's attention, dude. Everybody's like, yeah, man, the Raiders could be that team to do damage in the playoffs, this and that. And it comes down to having those locker room meltdowns, dude, at halftime. Like having that dude that just can't take it anymore. Like, dude, I can't go out there anymore, bro, and lose games, dude. Like, we're going to win today. Like, we're not, like, I can't be having Ryan Tannehill. I can't have Ryan Tannehill freaking dropping back under pressure and sail up a prayer for AJ Brown to take it like, what was it, like 80 plus yards, 70 yards to the house? You know, we can't tolerate that anymore, dude. You got to have that guy in the locker room, dude. And I think Abrams won like that. He's got that mentality, like, I'm not going to settle for this crap. And I think Murray, dude, based on what reports are saying, you know, as far as how coaches feel, I think he could be. And like I said, Akeem Davis Gaither, man, he's another one, man. Definitely, man. These linebackers are, they're there. You know, they're there. You know, it's just which one's going to fit the scheme, which one is your Raider, which one's your guy that is going to be that leader, man. Because I think at this point with talent, the Raiders have put the talent in place, man. You got talent. You can look all across the roster. You can find talent from the offensive line. There's talent on the defensive line. Got talent now at the linebacker position. Yeah, and I think Mullen. The crazy thing about Mullen, though, that with that mentality, dude, is yeah, man, he is not afraid to tackle, dude. Like the run against when he shut down, what's his name? I think I had it in the film, dude. That really stood out. Like when Mullen stopped homeboy that played for the Chargers, bro, the running back. This is Gordon, dude. What's his first name? There's Melvin Gordon, and then there's was it Melvin? No, Melvin Gordon's the defensive edge rusher. Then there's the other Gordon, dude. But Gordon, the running back, bro, he had a freaking open lane, dude. He had an open lane, dude, and Mullen got him in an open field tackle on a third down. I believe it was a third down. So yeah, man, Mullen does have that dog mentality, and I think he showed it early, dude, because when they put him in the game early against Denver, he took that risk. And what he did was, remember, Emmanuel Sanders, dude, was in the short. He ran a little short curl route, and Mullen jumped it, and Mullen missed. He mistimed it, dude, and you know it ended up being like a 25-yard play. But that's the mentality. You have to have the balls, I should say, to take that risk. And not only that, he's just finding himself in this league, dude. So it's only a matter of time. His one interception last year, he had one interception. One thing a lot of people don't bring up is that was a game-saving, game-winning interception. I know it was against Ryan Finley, but one thing is the play broke down. Ryan Finley's rolling out. He's looking downfield. Next thing you know, Mullen stayed with his guy, dude, and made that game-saving, game-winning interception, man. So, yeah, dude, definitely, you know, and Terrell, dude, I do see similar traits in Terrell. Very similar. They're very similar style. And once again, I'm not trying to devalue AJ Terrell. I'm just saying because Mullen went in that second round. Oh, I gotta check that again. Yeah, man. Yeah, dude. And you know what? In that game, that was a tough game, dude, because we had the bad call. You have those moments where, you know, Joyner, you know, he got burned all year. But in that game also, dude, I mean, there was a wide open Hunter Renfrow in that game, dude. So, and the missed field goal, man. Hey, Daniel Carlson, man. Daniel Carlson. What do you guys think about our kicker, man? I felt like our kicker kind of costed us some games, man. I mean, I'm not trying to be hard on the kid. I know it's a tough, you know, it's not easy to find a kicker this year, but I mean, these times, man, you don't, these sure-footed kickers, you know, they just don't exist like they used to. But dude, like, what do you guys think about getting a new kicker, man? There's like Steven Gostkowski out there. You want to ride out another year with Daniel Carlson, or you looking kicker in the draft, dude, because there's homeboy from Georgia, dude, Rodrigo Blankenship. I've been a fan of him. You know, he's got your leg. He's got your NFL leg. I'm not going to, you know, he's got the accuracy on there. I'm not going to say he's your most accurate kicker, but I still think, man, it really comes down to putting points on the board. And points, you know, it's easy to say, yeah, whoever scores the most points is going to win the game, you know, but it's true, you know what I mean? And this is a points-driven league because that's how this league sells tickets. That's how this league, you know, gets the TV time and these TV deals, man. It's that thrill, you know, and then the drama, of course. I think they stage a little bit of some stuff with some referee calls to, you know, help out the old NFL's pocketbooks, you know. So I think they create drama and all that with, yeah, no, I agree. Bring back Janikowski, yeah. And you know what? I would be all for that. You know why? I got a Janikowski jersey hanging up in the closet, man. I never wore it. I got it right after he left the Raiders, man. I got me a stitched a Stitch Janikowski jersey. Thank you, Presidential Trill, man. I felt like he costed us a couple games. I know that there's not like, I just see like a guy like, and I'm not trying to pep up Gaskowski because I know he had a little injury, but I like Blankenship, man. It's just like I said, some of these players, you just look at it's the mental stuff, dude. It's that like that professional demeanor, bro. Like this is the professional football league, dude. And you want the guy that's going to be like, he's ready to step in at that next level, you know? And not only that, understand the situation they're walking into. Like, hey, we're walking in to the Raiders organization, man. And this division, man, there's, you know, some deep rivalries. You want players who are going to embrace these rivalries. Like you're not going to settle for losing in Arrowhead, Mile High. You know what I mean? Like you want players that are going to show up in those big games, man. And it shouldn't be where we go into those stadiums and we lose. It should be the opposite. We have guys on our team that are ready to just flip the script on these guys, man. And put the media in their place, man, because the media is already doubting you going into those games. You know, they're already going to call you out. So, you know, like that's my big thing going into this year, man, is changing that outlook, dude, of like, hey, man, we're going into Kansas City. We're not going to talk about losing in Kansas City. We're going in there to kick their ass, you know, and that's just what I want to see, man. That's what, and like last year, man, just losing that last game in Denver was upsetting, man. When that game was very winnable. Game was very winnable, dude. And you're losing to another rookie quarterback. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you lose to Garner Minshew. I mean, that's another rookie quarterback. So those are the things that's my thing, you know, as far as, and I just think, and not only that, but just having that sure-footed kicker. But what about Steven Gostkowski, man? I mean, so he's a proven kicker, used to kicking, and this is just my take on him, dude. Like, he's not, you know, if you really look at it, he's not your most accurate kicker either, you know? I'm going off the cold weather stuff, man, kicking in New England for 10 plus years, weather conditions, man. He's kicked in the worst conditions that you could imagine out there, the wind, everything. Then you're going to get 8 games in an enclosed stadium in Vegas. You know, I'm thinking maybe a Gostkowski, not saying he's going to be the sure-footed one, but he might be that veteran where you get the team in scoring position and you have a little bit more confidence on your sideline because you have more of a proven guy lining up and kicking for your team, man. That's just some of my thought on that, you know, as far as, you know, maybe cleaning up that position a little bit. But then again, maybe they like Daniel Carlson that much, you know, because there's been no word on what's going on there. You know, so did I go like a whole 20 minutes without saying, man? I'm just playing. Hey, man. Hey, man, anybody watching Frank Carolina out there, man? It's pretty entertaining, man. It's on Twitter, man. I'm telling you, man. The John Gruden impersonations, bro. John Gruden on the internet. Oh, man, I think they're toying with us, guys, on the draft stuff, like the live draft stuff with all that. I think they're just messing with us right now, like having fun with us. You know what I mean? Hey, I'll be right back. Let me grab another one of these guys. I'll be right back, man. You'd give up 19 for Jamal Adams. Woo! Yeah. Hey, Jamal Adams got that attitude, man. Hey, you know what? Hey, they're saying, hey, for all those that say like, because he took that personal, dude, in New York. He took that personal with Raider fans being in the side. Apparently, he took it personal, man. So, yeah, they're, you know, man, but, you know, first rounder would be, you know, oh, man. I like Jamal. I mean, because safety position, man, it's a, but yeah, and he wants out of New York. I did read that he wanted out of New York, but man, are they asking for a first round pick though? That's the crazy part. And then you're given but Jamal Adams is a beast though. But yeah, I don't know, man. But I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab me another tall can. I'll be right back. Woo! Oh yeah. All right. So, hey Watts, I got a question, bro. So like I deleted like 140 videos, dude. Maybe a little paranoia kicked in, dude, with all those COPPA laws, bro, and all those like lawyers getting on there like, you better take down your videos if you got copyright claims. Like when you're dropping stuff on here, dude, like, because I see you share film stuff too, dude. Like the copyright claims, you just ride with them. How does all that work, bro? Because like I deleted like 140 videos. Some of them I'm mad. I got some family that's kind of mad at me. They're like, why'd you delete your videos, dude? I actually enjoyed those, man. I'm like, shit, I didn't think you liked them. So, you know, but anyway, man, like, so that's been like kind of my struggle, is like trying to feel out, you know, like what you're allowed to do on the damn internet, man. Cause I'm trying not, I mean, I would hate to get kicked off the internet for doing, you know, for violating their whatever, but I don't know. I was just curious if you guys go through the same crap, dude, and get all that. They've claimed your video. They've done this. They've done that, you know, but, whew, this is a good combination with coffee, though. If you guys are coffee drinkers, dude, it's a pretty good little, it's the Fear Movie Lions edition, dude. It's a double unfiltered IPA, and it's heavy on the coffee. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I cannot wait to see Abrams, man. Wait. Or Jonathan Abram, I should say. Yeah, and I know he wants out. I read a report, man, that he wants out of New York, dude. Like he's voiced his displeasure out there. And so yeah, dude. Homeboy's dealing with Adam Gase out there, dude. Woo! The NFL, baby. The NFL. Was that not some of the funniest shit of all time, bro? You have thousands of them? Okay, cool. And so, but if they're claims, you're good, though. I mean, if it's just a claim, it's not a strike, you're good. Because I'm getting claims, and they're saying, like, so I do the, okay, cool. So, bro, like, because I was like, I don't know. It was just crazy how, yeah, dude. I was just curious, bro. Thank you for answering, Watts, man. I appreciate it, dude. Because I don't, you know, like, dude, I love getting on here. I loved, but the NFL, bro, I've been popped before, dude. I got popped on eBay like in 2007. So I would have been doing this way sooner, dude. I would have been on here way sooner, bro. But like every time I do something, it's like, I don't know. I'm that guy that always gets in trouble first. And then like, hey, you should have known better, you know, but yeah, no, man. Yeah, bro. Adam Gase, dude, is a unique NFL mind. Let me tell you, bro, like that is like, and I swear he does this stuff on purpose too, man. But dude, oh man, like, yeah, I think, let me just put it this way, dude. I think priority, dude, is wide receiver, dude. I really, really think we got to go wide receiver first, dude. Number one, dude. Number one, man, because, you know, like, hell yeah, dude. Hell, I love what you do, Watts. Hell yeah, bro. And dude, like, man, the throwbacks, bro. I really love those, bro. With the mixes, dude, and all that, dude. I think it was what was it? Yeah, bro, like, the Soul Patrol, dude. That video, dude. That one left a mark in my soul, bro. I really cheers to that video, dog. And yeah, no, I love that stuff, bro. And you know, like, dude, like, but yeah, man, like, yeah, dude, it's gonna be, dude. I'm fired up for this draft, man. I can't wait. But yeah, no, man, and I would totally love to have Jamal Adams, bro. I mean, like I said, and I like what I like. You're bringing up grit and fight, but I like how he takes things personal, because that really stood out to me. Like, you know, you're showing up, you're in warmups, and you see Raider fans out there, and it gets you fired up. And of course, man, I've been to like 45, maybe who knows? I don't know how many Raider games I've been to, a lot. And you know, I've been that guy in that crowd before, you know, testing the other team, dude. You know what I mean? And it's crazy. I mean, we've seen it all throughout Southern California here, dude. You know, when the Rams and Chargers in LA, their crowds are going to be taken when those Raiders come in, bro. It's going to be taken by Raider Nation, dude. And so yeah, man. So for a player to take that personal, I don't, no harm give. It's like I have no hate towards that, man. I was like, yo, dude, he was emotional after that game, dude. Like I remember like I was so pissed that we got our ass kicked. So pissed, dude, about like how do we lose? How do you come in 6-4? I think it was 6-4, dude. How do you lose that game? Or how do you get your ass kicked like that? And then, and then look ahead to Kansas City, But then you see that interview after the game, dude, and he really took that personal, dude, and rightfully so, bro. Yeah, dude, I just like that. I like that. Yeah, he did, bro. I swear, bro, it was like a one man, like, and that's what I was saying. And that's what I'm getting back to with like guys like Kenneth Murray. I was saying Jonathan Abram, dude. Like, which player in our locker room can't take losing anymore? Could just can't, because the Tennessee game, dude, perfect example, bro. You know damn well Tennessee's red hot. You know damn well they're going to the playoffs. The way they're playing, they're going to go to the playoffs. You're in that game. You come off that road trip from the Jets, the Kansas City Chiefs. You get blown out in both games. You should come home mad, dude. You're going to play in front of your home crowd. You got 2 more games in front of your home crowd in Oakland, where the Raiders started their 2 last games in Oakland. And not only that, it's a competitive game in the first half, dude. You got a 21-21 ball game, dude, going into half. Even Tennessee missed a field goal before they went into the half. And then, dude, check this out. Like right then and there, dude, that's where I'm thinking. While I was at that game, dude, so I'm in there and I'm like, tell my buddy, I'm like, yo, bro, dude, who's going to snap right now, dude? Who's going to say it right now in the locker room, dude, that's going to come out in the second half and just dominate? And, dude, the defense actually got I think it was like not a 3 and out, but the defense got off the field, dude. And then after that, dude, it was like offense stuck it up, dude. So, like, dude, if we had Antonio Brown, I agree, dude. I agree. Yeah, because dude, like, and that's what you want, bro. And he's a young player, dude, a rookie, dude, and that's what you want that. You want your young guys to step up in the locker room, dude, and have that, that locker room. I don't want to call it a breakdown, but remember like the old school, like where the coach would just like, he's had it, dude. He's like throwing over freaking, the freaking file cabinet, dude. He tosses freaking his clipboard across the room, dude. And no, he's not, bro. And that's when we saw that early on. And that's why I was even saying earlier, dude, like 2016 is something I've learned in these last couple years, because we go back to 2016 so much, dude, that 2016 is irrelevant to me anymore, man. Like, I don't want to think back of what happened in 2016. I'm still feeding off that 2002 loss in the Super Bowl, dude. The 2003 loss, actually, but the 2002 year, the bad call in New England, the bad call again, or the fact that the Raiders, when Baltimore, beat us in the championship game, that was probably one of the better Raider teams, dude, that year. Dude, the Raider defense, I think that year, like with like Reagan Upshaw and all those guys, dude, they knocked out like 11 quarterbacks, maybe 12 quarterbacks that year. They had a list like, yo, dude, they're just taking quarterbacks out. And the thing is, exactly, and perfectly stated, dude, 2016 is the exception, not the rule, dude. And so many times we see that argument on the internet, like, man, if you could just get back to 2016, Derek Carr, this and that. I want to get back to 2000, like the year 2000 to year 2002 mentality for the team. Like, hey, guys, let's get back to where, and Gruden said it best, bringing back 1998, because that's where this started, man. That's where that foundation was started of, dude, the Raiders could have won 3 Super Bowls. That was your dynasty team right there. And it flipped. The NFL, in a way, had a lot to do with flipping that on us, dude. A lot of things transpired. Bad calls, Gruden getting traded, losing to Gruden in the Super Bowl. That's where my thirst lies, dude, in that era, dude. That's where I'm at 17, 18 years later, dude. That's where I'm at. I like 28 or 2016, we didn't win the West. We didn't win a playoff game. We lost to Trevor Siemian and Brock Osweiler, man. I can't accept that, and I wasn't even putting that on Matt McGloin, dude. Like, a lot of people were like, yeah, McGloin's got this. I'm like, McGloin ain't got this, dude. McGloin's going to get thrashed, and he did. And freaking, dude, so like, yeah, that's that straight up, bro. And you know, and you guys know, dude, like if you've been on my channel for a while, dude, man, I support supported Carr, man. I still do, but dude, like last year was like a make or break. I excuse the 2018 year, man, no offensive line, but last year was like my make or break, like, because the opportunity was there, dude. The opportunity was there to like, hey, man, just be somewhat competitive in KC, dude. Like, dude, you're going into KC. You know what the weather's like. You know it's going to be cold, dude. You got to just somehow block out that crowd somehow. And I'm not at that NFL level where to know what's going on in their mind, but I know from just watching football, that, there are players that have that mentality, man. Yeah, it was, dude. It was, that was the hard thing, man. And that was the hard part, man, is because yeah, true. But at the same time, there's going to be moments where Derek Carr. Exactly. And that's the thing, man, is because he was one of the ones to get, he was one of the first to get his deals, man, out of that rookie class, him and Gabe Jackson. They were like the first to get their deals, man. And, but I think, at some point, but I think even with the West Coast offense, though, I still think in a West Coast offense, because when Al Davis was owner with John Gruden as a coach, Al Davis was sneaking in his plays, and they would minimally throw. They would throw about 4 deep balls a game average, and they said that league average, believe it or not, league average is 4 deep balls a game. And this offense right now, I think last year we were averaging under 2 deep balls a game. Like that's where I'm talking where you just drop back and you just sail it deep, dude. Stretch the defense. Whether you get a completion or not, it's keeping the defense honest. You're getting them to play back a little bit. You're testing them, and that's the goal, man. And then you can sell plays. After that, you don't have to do it all the time, but at least 4 minimum. They said NFL average is like minimum of 4 deep attempts a game. To keep NFL defenses honest, man. And I agree. And something's got to. Because in the 2016 year, I just went back there, but that's where he had that mentality, dude, where he was running all over the place, and he, dude, like that Indianapolis game, the game where he got hurt, dude, he was mic'd up in that game. DeAndre Washington was on fire in that game. He was yelling at his offensive line, and then just something, I don't know if it was he did. Dude, I miss that, though. A Fierce Raider, I miss it, though, man. It's crazy, man, because, like, as much as I hate losing and I hate the fact that we have not won a Super Bowl since I was probably 5 years old, 6 years old, but, dude, let me tell you, man, I miss, like, remember when James Jett, dude, one of the best, dude, you guys want to smack on the Chargers so good, dude? I was working at Fedco back then, dude. I'll never forget, dude. It was a Sunday afternoon. I had to go into work. I was working nights actually back then. So game's over. That was the game where the Chargers were beating the Raiders 6-0 in Oakland. And Wade Wilson, bro, rest in peace, Wade Wilson, man. This was a gem. Dude, he drops back and he freaking sailed that bomb to James Jett with like 50 seconds left, dude. And that was just, like I said, that's an Al Davis, that's just Al Davis probably dropping in that. Yeah, Fedco, bro. Fedco. I was working at Fedco, dude, in the warehouse, bro. And they didn't want me back there. They didn't want me back there either, dude. I was like, what was that? So when was that? When that play? That was like 97. I was like 18, dude. Maybe it was right around that. It was when Wade Wilson, the year John Gruden. No, so it was 98 because John Gruden was coaching. So, dude, I was at Fedco. I was in the warehouse, bro, and I just walked into work. And, dude, there was like a Bills fan that we had in there, dude, and like a Charger fan. And as soon as I walk in, he goes, "Don't say shit, dude." He goes, "I don't want to hear your mouth today." Because he's like, "You guys really lost that game." And I go, "No, technically, let me break this down, bro. Like, there was still 50 seconds left on the clock. Wade Wilson threw up a prayer. James Jett took it to the house. And, dude, but yeah, Fedco, bro. That was good times, bro. Good experience, too. But, yeah, they didn't want me in that warehouse, dude. I had to really work hard. Just as now, bro, I'm in my 40s, dude, but I get mistaken sometimes for a younger cat. But dude, I was like a little kid. I probably looked like a 12-year-old back then, dude, at Fedco, bro. And like, dude, like I'll just remember, dude, like they're like, yeah, you can't work in the warehouse, you can't do this. So I'll never forget, dude, how hard I studied for the forklift certification, dude, to where they had no choice. They had no choice. So I got 100% perfect score on my forklift test. So they had no choice. Then they put me in the behind the wheel test in front of people, like everybody's watching. And dude, yeah, bro, I got my certification, so therefore I could work on the warehouse. But they knew what they got, dude, back then. I was goofing off, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I was a young kid. I was, 18 years old back then, dude, just having fun, bro. And I took my job. I got my job done. But dude, man, I had my spots in the warehouse, bro, where I could take a nap, dude. I'll never. Hey, bags of dog food, man. Bags of dog food is where it's at, bro. You get the little bags as a pillow, and once they paid you over the intercom, then it's time. That's your wake up call to get back to work. And they're like, yo, dude, what you been getting done this whole time? Way before cameras, man. So that was good times. I mean, they had cameras, but not like everywhere now where you're under a microscope. So, but yeah, good times back then, man. Working for Fedco, dude, and of course, a lot of learning experiences as well. I got yelled at a lot back then, and then the photo department, bro, because back then. Because I share sometimes my Kodak photos on here, like from the where you like before, you'd have to take your disposable camera to the game and get all these pictures. And dude, I would take them to Fedco. Of course, I wasn't thinking back then, dude. Like freaking. So I'm at Fedco, dude, and dude, I'm getting my pictures developed from Raider games, dude, and like. Dude, you know what? We party hard in those parking lots, bro. So there's all kinds of shit that I don't even know that's on camera, dude. So I'll never forget the dude handing me my pictures, bro. He goes, hey, man. He goes, I saw those pictures, dude. Raider fan, huh? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, cool. Because you don't really know, because there's like 300 people that work there. So you don't know everybody, dude. But I'll never forget this guy. He's like, yeah, dude, I saw what you guys were doing. You're partying and all that. Just so you know, man, I saw every picture, this and that, just know I'm going to become an undercover cop or he was trained to become a cop. And I'm like, cool, man. I'm like, but just, when I bring that next roll, because I got like 2 more cameras filled with littered with pictures. Just remember, bro, I'm going to need you to, keep that between you and me, bro. It's all good. Oh, yeah, bro. And that's the thing, dude. See, like James Jett, and not only that, James Jett, he was the only guy to score a touchdown on that tuck rule game. Right on, Watts. Hey, you be good, bro. You be good, man. We'll be seeing. I hope I see you Thursday night, bro, on MoJoe's channel, bro. It's gonna be a good time, man. Be getting on there and chopping up some football, man. So, and just so you guys know, I'll have the rest of the draft picks out tomorrow. I was gonna do that today, and then I thought about it, man. I got home and I was like, you know what? Should I put together a show? Or should I just get on here live, man, and chop it up, man? So shout out to you guys, man, for jumping on here, dude. It's been a good time, man. I really enjoy the conversation. I know I got on here a little rusty probably, but, because like I said, dude, I'm a little foggy in the head, dude. I'm like, my head is spinning, dude, for this draft, like literally since Sunday. I'm just excited, dude, for this. It's the craziest thing, dude. Like, back in the day, we'd get laughed at for this stuff, but like, dude, this is like, I enjoy this stuff, man. I really do enjoy player comparisons, something that a lot of like the old school cats back in the day, they're like, oh, you can't compare that guy to Lawrence Taylor, or you can't do this. That guy, you can never compare the next Bo Jackson or anything like that. Nobody has, but, little things like that have evolved in time. It makes this stuff fun, dude. It makes it fun, dude, to get on here. But James Jett, dude, is exactly now James Jett, though, completely different, though, because he was more known as a track star. Here's another one, dude. Willie Gault, a Super Bowl winning wide receiver who speedster as well, track star. Those guys, I'm not going to say like James Jett, you can't say he had a bad career. He had a solid career, dude. He played, 10 seasons? Maybe 9 seasons. So James Jett's, I actually want a James Jett jersey, believe it or not, dude. I thought long and hard on it. I was like, you know what? I think it's rightfully so that I should get a James Jett jersey, dude. And but yeah, but those guys were known more for their speed. Henry Ruggs, he prides himself on speed, but he's not like those guys are track stars. Henry Ruggs is an athlete, man. And what Henry Ruggs is, he's actually more of a football player than he is a track star, because his hands, the way he utilize, dude, always has his hands out in front of him. He catches some nasty passes, dude. Like there was some passes, man, it just seemed like there was some wobbly throws that came from Tua, and dude, that's what I'm saying, bro. Dude, I mean, dude, there was balls that came on the side of his head, and he's snatching them down. I mean, when you have sticky hands and awareness, and the quick reaction, there's just and these are little things I look for, dude. Like they're little things, dude. So it's not like, because sometimes things can really jump out at you, dude. You're like, whoa, yo, what up, Jack Bauer? What's good, bro? We're cheersing the 9.5 right here, bro. It's been a minute since live stream, so I appreciate you, dog. It's been a minute, and I hope to see you on Thursday night, bro. We're gonna be on MoJoe's channel. Live draft, dude, with Murph, Swag Jeff, MoJoe, Raider Dave's in the mix, dude. It's gonna be good times, bro. It's gonna be good times, and I do want Ruggs, man. So Ruggs, man. I think that's the misconception, dude, is that he gets compared to Darius Hayward-Bay, which is horrible, dude. If you're going to compare a speedster to anybody, compare him to James Jett at least, or Willie Galt. Give me that, and exactly. And exactly, dude. Exactly. And I saw that interview, dude. That was a few months back, dude. And dude, and that's the thing, is I do respect him as a football player first, man, because just like I said, man, it's the focus, it's the mindset, dude. This guy is focused on the catch first. And once again, it doesn't look like he's focused. I mean, it doesn't look like he's focused on the catch, but it's like natural, so everything's fluid. So it just dials right in. So it's like ball, boom, go, whereas sometimes you'll see a player thinking about his move before the catch where it's boom, and that's where and that's the big letdown, man. That's the air that takes the air out of the sideline. You get a guy wide open. He runs a nice route. He's wide open. The Tyrell Williams drops, man. We're talking winning games, dude. There you go. I agree, Jack. That's the biggest thing, man, is they're missing the amazing hands, and he has them, dude. And I want to know where the 5 drops came from, man. Where that stat came, because I can only find 2 drops on this guy's stat line. And Cliff Branch, dude. The crazy thing about Cliff Branch, dude, is all 3 Super Bowls with Cliff Branch. All 3 Super Bowls, dude. He could be easily credited for all 3 because, dude, you have Cliff Branch, who struck fear in the defensive backfield, dude. So, and it's crazy, dude, because, we had a guy, dude. We had a guy when I was playing, bro, ran a 4.4. I'll never forget, dude. Like, I never saw a guy. Well, then again, he was like 6'5", 220, and he returned a kick in practice, bro, and I freaking got out of his way, dude. Like, I got scared because he was coming at me so fast. So I actually got out of his way and screwed up my hand, dude, because I jumped out of the way and tried to arm tackle him. Bad mistake. That's what speed does, dude. Especially when you have the right player with the right mental in place. Dude, like, these guys, that's what Cliff Branch did. He struck fear in the defensive back. So, because when you have a guy that just is relentless and he's going to come at you and he's doing what he's paid to do, yo, man, dude, I can see easily Henry Ruggs, dude. Like I said, the ceiling is too high. It's risk reward, and it's really any first round pick's going to be a risk. So, I'm all about getting that player, dude, that, has everything to play for, bro. And dude, it's just, dude, I mean, dude, like I said, I'm just a fan of the kid, bro. And I could easily see him in the Raiders silver and black, dude. And dude, it could be, like I said, I would be super stoked, dude. And and that's actually why my head's been spinning for like 4 days straight. Yes, Jack. Yes. Slants, dude, the slant, dude, okay. So, dude, not all those drag routes, dude, with the mesh concept. So Gruden's running everything underneath, and oh damn, dude, yeah, bro, right on, dude, hell yeah, bro. I didn't run a 4.4, dude. I'll tell you my best, dude. I ran a 4.6 on blacktop. I won't. I had them time me. I don't forget what I ran on the freaking the pad strip that they had out there, bro. But on blacktop, I hit a 4.6, bro. But I'm a dude. I still run. I still run, bro. Like I still go running like up the street. We got like a little grass. It's like a little open park. And dude, I do all the resistance running, bro. I'm big on resistance, dude. Like I'm glad because when I was like 20, dude, like I started taking creatine, dude, which was, I only took creatine for 3 weeks. Remember creatine, dude? Everybody was like, oh, creatine, dude, and all that, dude. Like, dude, and then that's exactly OG straight up, dude. That's exactly what I've been pointing out in my podcast, bro. And me too, bro. I wish I would have played baseball though. I played all my Pop Warner. I played 7 years, dude. All my Pop Warner, all my high school, and then senior year I ended up having to get out, dude, because of grades. But I went on academic probation, all that stuff, dude. And and one of my football coaches, dude, it was an offensive line coach, dude. That guy actually helped me graduate, dude, which was awesome. I was a defensive back when I played, but and I loved it, dude. I loved high school level, bro, because like my dad, I never had a parent that was a coach. And, you go to Pop Warner, all that stuff. There's always dads that are involved with their kids. And sometimes they, not saying there was favoritism, but I'm just saying like I wanted to play wide receiver, positions like that I felt like I could play. And I never got that opportunity. But in high school, bro, dude, you got to pick and you got to earn your spot, bro. And I got to play free safety and corner, dude. It was the best time, bro. And I of course, you always wish you would have done more. And then later on, dude, like a lot of my friends were athletes, dude, basketball players. Some went to universities, dude, and most are doing coaching right now. They're coaching. I have one buddy. He's doing a great job out there down here, I should say. He's recruiting. He had a couple kids on the San Diego State basketball team. So good times hanging out with those guys, doing all the workouts, all that, dude. And we used to go to this one thing it's an event in Mira Mesa. It's called High Five America, dude. And High Five America, there's like 15-year-old dudes, 15-year-old kids there that you just know they're going pro. So I had no idea who I was meeting at that time, bro. But I met Yao Ming, dude. This kid was 15, dude, 7 feet tall, and dude, like hitting threes. Dude, I'm sitting there. I'm on the court shooting around, bro. We're just like kind of screwing around. My buddy comes up. Of course, he's bigger, dude. He's 6'6". He goes, hey, Grimy. He goes, yo, bro, there's John. You see that? Like, there's John Thompson sitting right there, bro. Like from Georgetown. I'm like, oh shit. And of course, I won't say other things, but we're, I'm a kid, dude. So I'm having fun. I'm always partying, all that stuff. So I wasn't always in my right mind, but yeah, man, it was good times, bro. It was good times. And, but yeah, I grew up with a lot of my buddies were all like, pretty much we're all athletes. And one thing, yeah, and I wish I would have done track, dude, even though I was the same way, guys. I mean, pretty much everything, if it wasn't football, I didn't like it. And as I got older, man, I really regret, and they always tell you're going to regret it, because I had my DB's coach. I'll never forget him coming up to me. He goes, yeah, dude. He goes, I see who you're hanging. Cause I was, bro, it's high school, dude. You can't, and he was hitting, and like I said, there were some people that were trying to make fun of him too, bro. Like he was hitting threes, dude, as a 7-footer. That's the craziest thing. When you, like my buddy's 6'6", dude, when you see a guy 6'6" try to pull up for a jumper from, 15 feet out, you're wondering where the arc's at. You're wondering, you know what I mean? And like, cause I'm 5'11", dude, and I could pull a fluid shot, but when you see a guy that's much taller, dude, it's insane, bro. When I see guys that are 6'8", 7-footers, guys like Anthony Davis right now for the Lakers, bro, when you see him pull up for a three, dude, it's crazy how sports has evolved 20 years later. It's just crazy, dude. And even what was happening then too. But yeah, man. So like, it was just, but just all from the athletic standpoint, all that stuff, man, it was just good stuff, man, to be able to go out there. You learn different things. We tried everything, a lot of the plyometrics. So what you saw Antonio Brown do, what he was doing last year, all those workouts and all that. I love that stuff. Unfortunately, he turned out, but you see the pool workouts and all that stuff, man, that's the resistance, the plyometrics, all that stuff that really, really makes you a stronger human being. It's not so much like lifting heavy weights and all that, but yeah, man, I was starting to make a mistake back then, and thank God I hung out with those guys, and they're still my friends to this day, man. We've been friends for forever. And I mean, some of those guys are like 4 or 5 years older than me, dude. So back then, when I'm talking about party and stuff, like, dude, like we were going to Tijuana, dude. And like they would give me freaking IDs and stuff, dude. Like, so I'd like have like, some dude's ID that's 18, dude. So I could go clubbing. So I was clubbing all that fun stuff, bro, back in the day. So a lot of distractions though. It's hard to not be distracted in high school and all the stuff that's going on, because it's a fun time in life. Every time in life is a fun time. But yeah, man, that's one thing is I did wish I would have participated in more things. Baseball's one I got a love for baseball too, man. And I wish I would have played baseball. I pretty much wish I'd have played all of them, man, so, baseball, basketball and, but yeah, no, man, it's still fun stuff though, dude. Like my buddy coaches. So I just went to, it was a San Marcos High game, dude. And we did a fundraiser, all that. It was pretty fun stuff, dude. And all that stuff. So yeah, no, yeah. And it's like, it's just one of those things, man, where, you just have to have like it was one of those things where it was like, for me to ask to play a sport, it was like, hey, pick one, because this is all you get, I remember when I was playing Pop Warner, like my mom having to cut a check for like $125 for me to play a Pop Warner. And that was like, hey, like, there's like pretty much my money's gone, dude. You really want to play football? I'm like, yeah, I want to play football, it's like, but that was it, and so, but man, I appreciate every moment. I still saved all my pictures, all that stuff, man. And, even some VHS, old VHS tapes of football, dude, and all that stuff. It was just fun stuff, man. And definitely memories, and a lot of those guys I play ball with, dude, they're my friends still to this day, and they could probably tell stories a little bit better, but they it's just crazy. You're getting your 40s and you're partying with buddies that you're in the 7th grade with playing Pop Warner, and they're like, dude, remember this, remember that. And I'm like, yeah, man, good stuff, man. But yeah, no, man, it was one of those things, man, where definitely, sports will always be a part of me, man. And here, it's still good to get out. And, one thing I've always done, I've done construction work, all that, used my body my whole life. And, you feel it, of course, now you feel some things, but, thank God I never really had any injuries. And number one, back to plyometrics and all that stuff. I think that's like really good stuff for, anybody, man, because I'm just glad I never got into like lifting heavy. I never really got into the heavy lifting. And not that that's a bad thing, but I'm just saying that for me, I like the inner strength. I like to be able to do pull-ups. I like to be able to do push-ups. I like to be able to, run in place. The insanity workout. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that one. The insanity workout, I actually should break that out again and do that again. But the insanity workout, man, I was religious on that thing every day, up at 4 a.m., busting out that insanity workout, dude. And I'm big on that stuff, running in place, the core workouts and all that. And definitely got to get better at that, man. Definitely got to get better at that stuff, man. The jumping in place, all that stuff. So, but yeah, man. Hey, Jack, dude, any word on, oh, right on. Yeah, J-Dog. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, that's what I played when I got to high school, dude. I played cornerback and free safety, dude. And it was just, like I said, one of the better moments of my life was high school football, dude. Aside from Pop Warner and all that, which was fun, but high school football, man, playing cornerback and free safety, that was the deal, dude. It was one of the best times, bro, and just good times, man. Because and it's like just that. Like I caught a little piece of that early 90s stuff, so it was like the varsity team trying to punk you and all that back then, dude. Like some of those old school, like 80s heads, that are still phasing into the 90s, so, but good times, man. And, yeah, man. But, yeah, like, what was I going to tell you? Yeah, me too, dude. Right on. Yeah, no, I was a skateboarder too, bro. The Tony Alvas. I had the Tony Alvas back in the day. Yeah, Tony Alva skateboard, bro, when they had the nose, when they brought up the nose and they had the nose coming up. And like back in the day, dude, because my brother's like older than me, dude, so they all skated pools back in the day. Like empty pools, dude. That was like the big thing, dude. Like, and then all the tracks, dude, like you could find a pool, you could find a dirt track for your BMX, dude. I had my Haro, bro. Oh, dude, the Haro was like, that was like my baby, dude. My baby, dude. I used to I rode that thing. My wife still clowns on me. She's like, you and your bike riding around with your backpack. Dude, I could get around anywhere on that bike, dude. Literally, yeah, I was that kid, dude. Me and my friends, we had our bikes, bro. Remember that, dude? Radical, man. Yeah. Oh, I love it. But yeah, no, it was good stuff, dude. yeah, and Haro, bro. I had the GT Series 3, dude. And the only thing is, my brother, bro, My brother, like I said, my dude, older brother screw everything. Bro, my brother, like, dude, what did he do? He like started, I got a car. So I got an Acura Integra. I got the 90 Acura Integra, dude. Yes, the red, yep, the red, yep. And dude, like, yes. And so dude, I had my and dude, I had the light, like dude, literally my bike was like probably like freaking probably ounces. I don't know, that thing was so light. Yes, yes. And dude, now check this out, dude. My brother, dude, he started like I got my car, and then my brother had like this hole in the wall bar that he would go to up the street all the time, dude. And then yeah, I'll never forget how I got my bike back that night, because like all of a sudden I come home, I'm like, yo, where's my bike? You know, and they're like, why are you always looking for your bike when you come home? You got a car now. And I'm like, no, man, I want to know where my bike, like, why is he taking my bike? You know? So like, dude, sure enough, I get back, dude, one night, dude, and my freaking rim, dude, is bent. It's like completely got a 90 on the rim, dude. Like it's wrecked. And then freaking there's blood, dude, all over my bike, bro. Like on the chrome, you could just see dried up, splattered blood, dude. And I go in the living room, bro. My brother's laying there, dude. He's got like this hole like in his chest, bro. He got drunk, went to the bar on my bike, bro, ate shit in my bike, and completely tormented my bike. And what's crazy is we were just talking about that in my house like 3 nights ago, because we've been telling stories, dude. You know, my 18-year-old kid, bro, they want to hear everything. They want to hear everything. And it's best that, you know, you got to be honest with them. You got to be honest with the kids, man. Sometimes, you know, they're like, oh, don't tell the kids too much. I'm honest. I'm straightforward. I go, hey, look, this is how it is, man. Like, this is what happened. You know what I mean? This is what you kids don't know about us kids back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, but anyway, my point was on that bike, dude. All I did, dude, was ride that bike everywhere. You know, that bike got me around everywhere, dude. So yeah, but yeah, pretty much that's it, dude. So, but yeah, man. So Thursday night, man, it's going down, dude. I'm looking forward to this. Man. Now, one thing for you guys, man, if you guys jump in the chat that night, dude, I'm not going to have a TV or anything. Like, I don't know how I'm going to see the draft. So I'm going to be right in here. I don't have a TV in here or nothing. So how, like, anybody got the word on, like, is it NFL Network? I mean, I haven't even checked the TV guide or nothing, dude. Like, so I'm guessing it'd be on the NFL Network or ESPN, but the way they've been shaking this out, like, oh, we don't know how these owners and, these teams, making this argument of like, they don't know how they're going to. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm hoping for. Like, how do we get, like, cause I want to make sure I have all the updates, so I'm going to talk to MoJoe and them, see what, if they're going to have a TV or what they're going to have. Cause I know we can't broadcast any, we definitely can't broadcast even the sound. I know that for a fact, but, so 3 networks will combine on 2 channels. Okay, cool. So I'm going to look into that, and I'm going to actually, what I'll try to do is I'm going to try to stream it on my phone right in here. So that way I can see and then kind of, go from there. But if Henry Ruggs, dude, goes 12, man, I'm going to be one excited dude. We're shotgunning beers on this channel. I'm sure MoJoe's cool with it, but I'm going to shotgun a damn beer. That's for sure. Definitely. Because, man, dude, I'm telling you, like, I mean, dude, like, I've never had a draft. Like, literally, my head's been spinning ever since we got into like where it's like 7 days to the draft. I'm pretty much locked on Ruggs, bro. Like, I've been locked on him, dude. He's my number 12 overall pick. I've been seeing that. The way I feel is that these wide receivers are going to go a little fast, man. I think it could be a snowball. Well, like everyone that I read on like Twitter, you know what I mean, and all that. So yeah, like Ruggs. Well, yeah, like Ruggs and like, but that's pretty much been my lock all year. You know what I mean? But yeah, yeah, I don't know what I said with everyone, but it got me there. So King joint cover. He's gonna siphon a gallon. Oh yeah, like Jack Bauer, I'm sure he'll be there, and then you, Jay, if you're there, because I know you're subbed to MoJoe's channel as well. So yeah, definitely, dude. But yeah, but me, I got Ruggs, bro. I've had Ruggs though, for like the last 3 months on my mock, dude. Like, I'm locked on Ruggs. I'm high on Ruggs, but I also like CeeDee Lamb. Yeah, at 12, because like I said, I think that he's going to fall. Well, here's the thing. I think wide receivers are going to, like, I think at least 1 or 2 are going to go in the top 10. And then it might be a snowball effect with wide receivers after that, dude. With it being a deep wide, and then it could be the opposite. Maybe wide receivers, taper off a little bit after 12 because it's such a deep class. So that's my biggest, but the biggest question, dude, is, okay, dude, you want the steal? Brian Edwards, dude, from South Carolina, dude. Check out his highlight reels, Jack, dude. I'm telling you. Dude, he played against the best corners in the conference and in football, at his college football level. And, dude, I just think, Brian Edwards is a steal to complement Ruggs. Yes, he's 6'3", 210, 215, good route runner, and good hands, good at shaking his level of competition, dude. South Carolina guy, so you got to think, man, he faced Alabama, he faced, all the top DBs, LSU. I mean, all of them, dude. And I felt like he looked pretty consistent overall, So, but how about you, J-Dog? Who you got at 12, bro? Are you a Ruggs? Are you in on the Ruggs, man? Yeah, he did play good competition, dude. And that's what kind of caught my eye, dude. And not only that, but here's the thing, dude, is like, okay, so, with there was what's his name, dude? There's another one, Courtney Davis, though, dude, from Texas A&M, dude. I do like him. But yeah, man, as far as like getting that bigger possession wide receiver for the West Coast offense, dude. Yeah, dude, check out Brian Edwards highlights. You won't be disappointed, man. Yeah, he caught my eye, dude. That's for sure, man. So yeah, but yeah. Oh yeah, now I'm rereading the comments, so I see it, dude. I got a little fuzzy in the head today, dude. Cheers to that, man. Cheers to that, dude. But my head is still spinning, though. My head is still spinning, man. Am I gonna lose sleep the night before the draft? Is that what's gonna happen again? Mm-hmm. Okay. Cool. Yeah, no, dude. So, dude, if now Simmons fell, I'm totally dope. Dude, I'm totally stoked, man. But dude, like, yeah, Mims, I like Mims, dude. I have Mims, like, in order. It goes like this. I got Mims, I got Justin Jefferson, I'm sorry, Jerry Jeudy. Then I got Jerry Jeudy. Then T. Higgins 3. I really like T. Higgins, dude. And then I like, of course, Henry Ruggs, and then CeeDee Lamb, dude. But Henry Ruggs is my go-to as far as like highest ceiling, dude. But that's just, but that's where that's at. But trust me, man, it's such a deep draft, dude. It's such a deep draft that and it's going to be, what's going to be crazy is what Mike Mayock picks out of the sleeper picks, dude. Yep. And I think that's exactly what's going to happen, man. And I wanted to draw that up on my mock. I wanted to do like trade backs. I did one trade on my mock, but then I was like, wait, dude, so that's another thing, man. I'm going to try to change up my style a little bit, dude. I might go like next year, like top 5, because here's my problem, man. I have a problem, not just saying the word man, but I have a problem when it comes to players, man. I end up like, this happens every year, dude. It happens to me every year, dude. I fall in love with a specific player, dude, And I agree with you, man. We can't lose out on a wide receiver this time around. We can't screw this one up, dude, because we have to get the go-to wide receiver. It is time, man. And we got to do it through the draft, dude. It can't happen through the trade. Even with DeAndre Hopkins, as much as I would have been all over that trade, I still think the Raiders ultimately got to find their player in the draft, man, because it just hasn't paid off with the trades, man. We saw with the 2 trades from Pittsburgh, man, it just has not paid off. Even going back to Randy Moss, man, this trading for wide receivers, we didn't trade for Javon Walker, but we signed him to a big deal. It just has not paid off. So it's time to get get a player through the draft, build it through the foundation of the draft, just like they did last year. And who knows, dude? With a wide receiver, with what we saw from Hunter Renfrow last year, man. I mean, Hunter Renfrow could have easily been 1,000-yard wide receiver. Yeah, it's crazy stuff, man. How, there's a couple pieces in that offense. You got Darren Waller, man, coming out of nowhere. Former wide receiver, now converted to a tight end, running a 4.40. You got, Foster Moreau now, your true, 6'6", what is he, 6'6"? Yeah, he's 6'6" or 6'5" at least, big tight end, built like Rob Gronkowski to a certain degree. And, so you got that formidable tight end duo there. And then you got Josh Jacobs, man, with the lead blocker with Alec Ingold, man, the offensive line. Tyrell Williams, I think he'll be there. He's definitely going to be on the roster, I think, this year. Because I'm pretty sure now that free agency is closed, his contract's pretty much guaranteed. So you got a weapon there, 4.4 speed, and hopefully, they work on those hands and they get that cleaned up. But yeah, man, get that bona fide number one wide receiver, man. Have that go-to wide receiver and get going, man. Get cracking at it, man. You know what I mean? And just build that, what's the word I'm looking for? Build that continuity. Yeah. So, okay, I'll have to check that out. Yeah, I didn't check it out. So, yeah, Claypool, I like him, but, I just don't know what his, what offense is going to be good for him, dude. Because, so let me see. So on Gruden's, yeah, bro, that's what I saw, dude. There was another stat that came out about Carr, dude, that was like on third downs. I think it was on third down, dude. It was a massive stat, dude. It was something like, I don't want to say anything false. I want to make sure I have the stat right. So it was like if on third downs, Carr threw short of the sticks like 47% of the time or something like that. It was a stat that I saw out there. Something crazy. Some of those stats. So, one that I like, dude, is like, I know a lot of people like PFF. I had actually had the subscription for a little bit. Me and my buddy hooked it up. Anytime there's a subscription, whether the Athletic, all that stuff, he hooks it up, dude. He's like, yo, here's the password, blah, 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 blah. So I'm tapped into all those sites, man. I read in depth on it, but there's another one out there and they're expensive though. I can't afford them, dude. They want like, dude, I think it was like $90 a month they wanted, dude. Sports Info Solutions. Though I do like the way they break down stats. Believe it or not, dude, I think it was like, because I actually reached out to them, dude, for a subscription. Dude, they wanted like $90 a month, bro. And I don't know. I mean, I like what they're doing. I'm not going to say it's game. I mean, maybe it's game changer type stats for evaluations and stuff, but I was just like, wow. But anyway, but I like their breakdowns a lot, dude, because they have like explosive TDs. They have like an explosive TD stats, so like 20+ yard TDs, so a lot of those stats have really been standing out. So that's why Ruggs is one. He falls under that category. They show his average depth. So he's catching the ball. You guys brought up in there that he'd fit in the West Coast offense perfectly. That's true in my opinion, because it shows on his stats according to Pro Sports Solutions, I think is what it is. So with those stats, it shows that he's getting the ball 6.7 yards off the line. So yeah, Bryan Edwards, dude. Yeah, dude, Bryan Edwards is dope. I was just talking about him, bro. Yeah, yeah, dude, they totally complement each other. So it's because they knew they were throwing to. Well, let me just see Richard was out. That's why I don't. Yeah, bro, and that's the thing, dude. That's why I have. That's why I know I'm reaching though. I'm hoping he falls, dude, because of his slow 40. Now, dude, so there's getting that good outlet back, because I do like Richard, but I don't think he's not going to be your game changer once he gets the ball in his hands. So on third down, like stated there, if you're dumping the ball off to a running back, if they get Josh Jacobs heavily involved in the passing game, dude, and he's that guy, you get him in space and you let him do his thing, but you also want to have that other complimentary back. And yeah, Jalen Richard got retained, but man, there's plenty of backs in this league. One that really stands out, dude, and there's been talk like Tampa Bay is going to go hard after him, dude, because they got Brady now and all that. But yeah, Washington is my favorite running back, bro. I'm not happy about what happened with DeAndre Washington. He's my favorite. I've been high on that guy since I like him, dude. And yeah, exactly. But DeAndre Washington, and not only that, but he ran hungry. And he stepped up, dude. Last year, he stepped up. He put points on the board. It's not like he got stuffed on the line, dude. He actually put points on the board and kept the running game consistent, I should say. So, and DeAndre Washington balled out at Texas Tech, dude. Washington balled out at Texas Tech with Patrick Mahomes at one point. So they have a chemistry. My biggest fear, dude, you can even go back on my videos, dude. I talked about this in like January. Like, I don't want DeAndre Washington hitting free agency for that primary reason. I would rather see Jalen Richard walk and keep DeAndre Washington. And unfortunately, that didn't happen. But this year, now that that's all said and done, dude, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, man, is the one that really stands out, dude. And I know he's probably going to go in the second round, but he's your guy, dude. If you're going to dump it off in the flat, dude, that's the guy, man, that's like a Darren Sproles, like a Maurice Jones-Drew, dude. Like, you're dumping the ball and that return punts, all that, just like those guys, dude. But you're feeding him the football on a 3rd and long, dude. It could be a game changer. I mean, game changer, dude. And so yeah, man. So that's where that's at. Yeah, dude. Yeah, bro. Yeah. So yeah, thanks for listening, man. I appreciate it. Cause I never know who's tapping in and all that, man, but I appreciate you, J-Dog. Hell yeah. Yeah, dude. LSU, dude. He's good, man. I just like him, dude. I just think that he's worth every bit of like where he's ranked, dude. They got him ranked perfectly right where he should be. And I think teams will take him in the second round. But man, if he slips into the 3rd round, dude, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer, dude. If he's sitting there, dude, and the only reason I'm saying he could slip is because of the 4.6 40, just in case teams look at that and go, I don't know if he's fast enough at the NFL level, even though you look at him on tape, he's gonna do fine in the NFL. But yeah. So man, dude, I think I'm gonna tap out, man. I'm gonna probably go get some grub, dude, and the beer, I'm feeling it, bro. These 8.5s. But yeah, man. So tomorrow, here's what I'm gonna do tomorrow, dude, is I'm gonna put out another show. We're gonna do round 4 and 5, dude. And then what we'll do is and then after that, dude, like maybe a live, well, no, tomorrow I think Murphs and them go on Wednesdays usually, man. So I'll probably tap into the chat on that. And then Thursday, dude, it's on, dude. I can't wait. I'm gonna hit up MoJoe, see what's going on, bro, and then get all that, get everything planned out, man, and make sure that I get that draft stream to my phone, man, and make sure I'm getting all the updated information, man, so we can have that, ultimate live chat, dude, and have some fun, man. But it's going to be some good times this week, dude. And, it's going to be a busy week, man, because once this sets off Thursday, dude, Friday, like Friday, I'm working Friday. So that's good. Working Friday. And then I'll be home just in time, because I think the draft fires back up at 4:00 on Friday. And then on Saturday, dude, that's when it's like chilling in front of the TV. You're freaking gonna be watching all these late round picks, man. It's gonna be fun stuff, dude. Just sitting there watching the ticker. You know what I mean? So right on, man. But it was good to see you guys, man. And yeah, dude. Hey, man, I appreciate you, J-Dog, man. I appreciate you, Fierce Raider, man. Jack Bauer, man. Hey, dude, hey, it's a fun time, man. And I hope, like I said, and for real, man, I hope everybody's doing well, man. Number one is my thing is positive mindset, man. And that's I've been kind of, cooped up in the house for a few weeks, man. It's been a little weird, man. I've never actually, maybe longer than that. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it had to do with money, because he's an undrafted free agent, and then you got DeAndre Washington was like a 5th round, so money, and who knows with the agent, and maybe, who knows. But I know at the end of the year, DeAndre Washington said he wanted to remain a Raider, but yeah, he did step up and he stepped up for Jacobs nicely. I mean, he had a touchdown. I mean, it's not like he was getting stuffed, or fumbling or anything like that. Because I was a concern with both of them. They both put the ball on the ground a couple times in 2018, so that raised some concerns. But I think it's like overall, I mean, I don't think any of them had a fumble last year. So I think their average fumble in their career is like, I don't know, maybe like 2 fumbles, 3 fumbles total between each back. Each had like 3 fumbles total. Because that was like a concern a couple years back. But ultimately, dude, building that committee of backs where we have that back just ready. Same to you, Jay Raider. Hey, brother, God bless, man. I appreciate it, dude. It's fun stuff, dude. Hey, man, you guys, just so you know, man, I really do, man. I enjoy this stuff, bro. I really do, man. It's fun to get on here and all that. Today was a little, I'm glad it was good too, man, because like, dude, my head is spinning, man. I'm dude, I've never been so damn excited. I mean, and not only that, but man, it was just I really expected to be in Vegas at this time of year and be joking around with the freaking dude. We were gonna have some fun, bro, and it's gonna come again, man. It's just now I'm kind of getting thinking too far ahead. 2022 draft in Vegas, man. But I was really looking forward to that moment, and not only that, guys, dude, like what's gonna go down in 2020 is gonna be good stuff, and definitely, dude, like if you guys are gonna go to a game, dude, let's get that dialed in, man, because I look forward to meeting everybody, having a good time in the parking lot, dude, partying and all that, man. So the tailgate, I plan on, even though I don't have tickets to the game, it's like a 3.5 hour drive, dude, from here where I live. So about 3.5 hour drive, dude, to get to Vegas. And, like the thing is, dude, I'm going to those games no matter what, dude. So if I end up in the parking lot watching the game, or if I leave the parking lot and go to a casino and watch the game, no matter what, I plan on being there in Vegas for the games, man. So if you guys are there, dude, you're planning on going to games or even just tailgating, dude, for sure, dude. These are the channels, man, right here. Like MoJoe, man, got a great plan going, dude. Getting excited for a tailgate, man. I'm expecting like one of the more off the chain tailgates, man. And right on day, dude. I got a friend out there. That's cool, bro, because like my buddy just moved to Hesperia, and yeah, he just got a house out there like about 4 months ago, dude. So sometimes, dude, that's the thing, dude. So like for you, dude, probably like what, 2.5 hour drive. So maybe 2 hour drive, dude. So that's my goal, bro, is like, I just plan on, hopping in the ride, dude. I'm up, dude, with the Raiders, like 4-12 season ahead, not this year, but in the past, dude, I would lose sleep the night before the game because, like I said, I'm still hungry from that Super Bowl. And even before that, no matter what, this goes back to childhood. So I was like, dude, if I'm gonna like be up at 4 a.m. going to the grocery store, I might as well just hop in my ride and go to Vegas, dude. You know what I mean? So right on. Hey, Jack, hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah, dude. And LAX, I mean, if you're right by LAX, dude, it's probably, LAX is like probably because the easiest place to fly out of is LAX because they'll go direct flights anywhere. But there's also even worst case scenario, because I'm even thinking budget wise, bro. If I'm baller on a budget status, which I pretty much officially am now that everything's shut down. But baller on a budget status, bro. Like if I gotta freaking hop on the Flixbus, well, actually not a good idea with the coronavirus and all that, but the Flixbus, dude. If for anybody out there, the Flixbus, $15, bro. You hop on that bus, dude. It might take you 5 hours to get to Vegas, but you're just chilling on a bus for $15 to Vegas. So, once again, man, I plan on, one thing I do take pride in is how we take over stadiums. And, one thing is like with these other fans, like, oh, we're going to roll up and we're going to be showing up in your, we're going to have road fans up in your stadium, man. Nah, dude, it's going to be freaking tailgate all day, dude. And yeah, yep. So hell yeah, you guys, I'm gonna tap out, man. Happy Tuesday, man, everybody, man. And it was good time, man. It was good time, dude. So I appreciate it, man. And I'll catch you guys again, man. We'll be seeing you again. I appreciate you guys for tuning in, and we'll chat it up again, man. Go Raiders, baby. Go Raiders. I'm out.